Good times day and welcome to Tales of Aether, whereas usually I have no notes and don't remember what happened last week. Because we didn't play last week. Anyway, I believe previously on our session, you gentlemen have still remained in the laboratory in the Slavic facility, but as you were examining the devices that you assume are capable of reconstituting a body or healing severe injuries, strange noise was brought to your attention and you have been assaulted by the Shrike. The Shrike carrying with it the impaled body of the young halfling girl you met earlier. You have engaged the Shrike and forced it to retreat, but before you were quite severely injured, all of you. You've quickly grabbed the device. Actually, no, I think you escaped first, healed up, returned, grabbed the device, left again, and...
Sorry, this framing is incorrect. It's the Shrike that escaped. It fucking fled.
Alright, Shrike escaped, you escaped, healed up, returned, grabbed devices, escaped. And made plans next day after a proper rest to return once more to hopefully down the Shrike once and for all, and maybe find some more valuable stuff to keep for yourself, share in exchange for safe passage, or I don't know, sell on FD market. I'm not your master, do whatever you want. Anyway. You have spent the night recovering, partially recovering, because you guys still have some system strain remaining. But in any case, it is the morning of the next day of the 14th. Nobody has dared to attack you in the night.
Oh yes, -1 strain feels good.
What you gonna do?
I think there was talk about going and confronting the Shrike once again.
Armed with grenades for all of those nasty bugs, yeah.
Right, that tactic.
Did you grab the ones I gave you guys already? Okay.
I have a couple on me now, thank you.
How many have you distributed to each and every one?
I didn't have that many. I think there was like I have apparently in my inventory one left on the Bastillodon. I think there was like 6 or 7.
You gave me 3.
3 of them, okay.
I got 2.
Well,
yeah, okay.
Miles, you can have one if you want. There's one left.
No, I'm perfectly fine. Not blowing myself up. Thank you very much.
All right.
What are they called? Nades. Okay, got it.
Anybody hear music playing?
No,
yes.
you just quit. Oh, you mean in the Roll20? It's on mute. Just
There's some environment.
Yes, I can hear it.
Birds. Yes.
Yeah, I hear it.
I'm not here. Very, very strange. Oh, I know why. Okay. I'm just a silly goose. Continue.
Right, so we'll just order, well, not order, but ask the others to keep watch on whatever we retrieved from that facility while we go and try and test your luck.
Sorry, I'm still sort of tired and so my brain seems to be foggy. Like, what other things did we have to pay attention to? What kind of things did it do again?
Quick question. Why do we want to kill it?
So we can get that body reconstruction thing out of here.
Didn't we get that in the last session?
We got 2. There's another one inside, and
so the one. I thought 2 were sufficient. One for us and one for what's his face and his.
Yeah, but you're forgetting the tax man. Or in this case,
I thought his is the taxed version.
No, I don't think so.
He's from here. He needs to figure that out.
But
I thought a point of why we were...
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought a point of why we were doing it too was like, regardless if we get useful information or whatnot, we get a huge boon, we get a reward, and then we can possibly use it for like, I mean, it's the biggest reward there is, you know.
Okay.
So,
do you want some reward, or do you want to increase the chance of this facility remaining and you figuring out your shit? Because
of
if
course
we
I want
destroy
that,
the Shrike, the facility dies. It's powering it.
Wait, did we actually learn that? What the fuck? I don't
Wait,
know.
the Shrike is powering the facility?
Yes.
Yep. With biomass.
Oh.
So if we kill it, the facility dies, and with it all the knowledge that is buried here. I mean, we have other places to go. I have locations, but...
So that's actually counterintuitive to your goal.
Golem has said that it has no idea about any kind of Shrike, though. You have asked it about the Shrike specific.
But it's a biomass robot that it's released, no?
It says that as well.
Oh, is that the little squid?
No, it's the same thing. It just doesn't know about the, it just probably uses different words.
In any case, if it powers it or not, it doesn't really matter, because it's protecting the facility. It makes it more difficult for people to come here. And this facility, if we kill it and if we come back at some point, the facility might not be as abandoned as it is right now.
Would we come back when we can just learn what's inside of it now?
Yeah, I also don't see us coming back.
We have the main person that's interested in it with us. We've got this, we've got Lanu. So... just tell me if I'm wrong out of game. I thought that what you learned was that this place basically has a battery and it's leaking. And that was the only thing we learned related to how it runs.
And switch to biofuel.
Okay.
And there is a big monster that is walking around, essentially what we assume is consuming people. My logical conclusion is that this is involved with the biofuel.
Okay.
Didn't we want to come back eventually back here to once we find a way to power this facility back up?
That was my original plan. We need to find an energy source that we can put in here. That is essentially replacing what cannot be replaced here. And then we do whatever we need to do, or...
If we need an energy source and we already have the toilet, don't see why we're coming back here to connect an energy source to the toilet that we have with us.
Knowledge.
Wait, the toilet could give him a new body?
Not the toilet, it was a shower.
The shower, sorry.
Yes. The shower is capable of creating a body, yes. We know that this facility has what it... I mean, just because you have essentially the thing that creates the body doesn't necessarily mean that we have everything else that we need for it. I mean, aside from power source, I don't know how this shit works. I can't say if it's sufficient to have the shower. I don't know. I would assume, my assumption is yes, but I might be wrong. If we destroy the Shrike, that might be the end of what we find here. But, I mean, I'm happy to kill it.
I might be misremembering, but didn't it also say like that it would power down within the next 80 years if it lost its power source? I remember a time frame that spanned multiple
8 years with the biofuel.
With the biofuel, okay, maybe I'm not sure anymore.
It was like something like weeks, with without the source.
I mean,
honestly,
to be honest, I'm not really dependent on whatever this is. I'm also happy to give away the bathtub and let Dalu and Ilonu figure shit out. I don't
Well,
need a new body necessarily.
Oh, who says we're gonna give it away? You only pay tax if you
Yeah.
register stuff.
Yes, but okay. In the
It's
in the
not
things
that
that we have encountered, this thing has been a serious threat to us. And to be honest, if I remember correctly, out of character, I also had the weird fucking dreams. Right?
Mm.
It gave me weird dreams, and I don't know what to make of it. And maybe I'm already poisoned by whatever it is, and maybe you could all also get poisoned by this if we encounter it again. I think this is the most dangerous threat we have encountered in terms of not understanding its actual threat level.
I think this is half the reason to go back there. is to
Yeah,
maybe get
I
rid
agree.
of that.
I want to figure this out. And to be honest, it wasn't that bad. I mean, we didn't even get scratches. It was all in our minds, I guess.
I feel like that our captain did get a mouthful.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, because he's punched so regularly because he can't dodge shit. But, well, if your talent is to take a punch, you don't need to dodge a punch.
Exactly.
I mean-
it'd be nice to avoid one.
I think I was out there,
seem
but
that it affected me the least when it comes to, like, what really punched me was the mosquitoes, not the shrike per se. I think I handled it pretty well with the shrike.
Well, there are not many things that can dodge my bullets, and somehow I had trouble damaging it.
Yeah, that did
You
surprise me.
weren't quite
Wait.
yourself.
That may be, but I mean, in the end, it doesn't change anything. I would be perfectly fine with getting the fuck out of here. But if you want to get the third bathtub because you feel like we need a new shower in our ship, then the way I just want to put out my voice here that I don't think it might be a sensible thing to do.
Buddy pipes up a little bit. To be fair, we have better explored the rest of the things we might take. Those facilities usually contain secure locations for storage of medicals and equipment.
Well,
I
there's
also do
another-
not want to imply anything, but it might not be a coincidence that the Shrike has entered the facility only after we have killed the Guardian.
enough. I mean, make a decision. I will just go with it.
I'm thinking about your, theory with the information inside. I just see it as preserving this place. Yes, it would be beneficial, but for ourselves, for what I want to learn, we can go back in, we can get another shower, one of these things, from even more security, we got one, and we can, unfortunately, let's just say worst case scenario, we only get a couple of days to look at this place before whatever this power is goes out. I mean, everybody's happy except obviously the building. We will spend those days getting as much as we can out of it, and that still in my mind seems like the best course of action. The power might go out, but hopefully we'd have everything. I still want to get information from this console because I tried yesterday to get information from it, and I think I only got a portion. I'm not 100%
There's
satisfied.
a huge as database in the basement that I can freely access.
You at the not the one I was at. You went down the elevator and you can get it. Yeah, perfect. Well, as long as we can access it, then the time frame doesn't matter.
I mean, please also note that any of our meddling is likely to destroy more data. So it might also be a good if we are interested in the data here, it might be sensible to bring back a power source. So whatever may be stored there is not deleted once we fail to access it.
You think that while we're getting the information, that as like a day is going by, some of it's lost and then the power goes out? That's what you're worried about?
No, I'm not worried about it. It's exactly what happened when I accessed the database. There was already missing data, and I could see things disappear because it had to be powered up, and that power is taken away from saving the data.
Right.
So either way, if we go in there, we might salvage as much as we can, and salvage until the place is completely dead, and then we have to get the fuck out of there because also making it habitable for us is also taking up energy.
Okay, so does that actually mean if we have a power source that we can get that data back that's gone?
What's gone is gone.
Okay. Well,
We
then
could just, from my understanding, we could just make sure that whatever is remaining doesn't get deleted, and it might be a lot.
But if we're meddling
there were
anyways,
rooms of storage, where I assume were data points.
rooms of storage. Okay.
At least it looked like that to me. I'm not a computer
Well, it seems
guy.
we're not quite done yet salvaging whatever we can from this facility. And I don't really see a reason to do the trip twice here, so we might as well salvage whatever we can from this place. And if that means also defeating the Shrike, then so be it.
I mean, we could also destroy the facility afterwards to make sure that no one else can access it.
Well, we shouldn't do that,
Uh,
I think, before we understand it fully.
Exactly.
Dan,
Let's not be too hasty about it.
if this, there's like servers in these rooms, right? And there's like basically a shit ton of information. If we are, because of the worst case scenario, going back in, killing the Stripe, there's a time limit in because there's powers going out. Well, could I reasonably, with like my data slab and all the stuff I have on me, even if it's not like very little, at least read the information? Like I don't need to move it anywhere. I can look at it all.
So right now, all of these servers are basically in hibernation. Or whatever.
Yeah.
They cannot be accessed without putting power into them. What Bobby was accessing was just like small local maintenance, like how facility works kind of. Data was lost because the golem needed to turn on heating, light, doors, elevator, and by doing that he had to turn off a couple servers. So that's his gun already. You can't fix it, and technically he has excess power right now, the golem. If you leave for a couple of years and come back, then that excess power will be gone because he's losing power. In terms of saving anything, I don't remember the exact rules because there's like actual rules for a server that you take with you, but I think you can like store in that about like, I don't know, a tenth of a single server, and this facility must have thousands of them.
Well, it wasn't storing it, it was just looking at it.
Again, the only way to access any of those servers is by turning enough of them off that you have enough power to awaken the rest.
Okay,
and you need to awaken, like either you're basically like turning one on, looking through it, turning off, turning on, looking through it, which is gonna take you forever. Or if you want to turn everything on at the same time to like go like, okay, database, tell me keyword, search, then you need to sacrifice a lot to awaken everything else at the same time.
Would that work? Just spending time here and doing one at a time? Like, and then we wouldn't lose anything?
What's the lifespan of your character?
Okay. Or so that takes a lot of time.
Yes.
Well, wait, does that mean that turning them all on would take a crazy amount of time as well?
No,
Just at
because
once?
then you will be searching all of them at the same time.
Okay. Right. Well, well, what Bobby said to that there. I mean, now I'm
It's
kind of
basically a
worried about it.
comparison between like you open a website, you search a website for keyword versus you open Google and search the internet for keywords.
Okay, so
Maybe
just to be,
let me make
yeah.
it maybe a bit easier for you. Do you really think that the knowledge here is really of any significant importance to you, or is it more about finding the people that did whatever they did to you and talk to them and get the answers that you're looking for?
Well, both of them are sort of the same, I suppose.
The
It's really
first one is
it's
speculative.
clarifying it. Yeah.
The knowledge might be completely useless without you knowing what they specifically used and why they used it and how. I mean, what I could gather here, the data here surpasses anything that I've ever really thought could exist. I mean, this is bigger than a fucking library, and you might never find anything of worth just by looking at the data. I mean, we can take. So what I'm saying is, I think it might be easier to spend our energy on finding the people that are involved in your origin, let's say, and we could just blast through the energy here and see where it takes us. But I don't think that we will find anything super useful here without knowing what we need to look for.
Yeah, well, that was the problems I was having yesterday, um, and not really knowing what to look for. But I came to a conclusion that maybe this place isn't related to me. Maybe, but again, I wasn't certain. So, finding the people would be really big, I suppose. That would be the main one, because the question is more so isn't isn't just is it all true? It's why is it happening then? I'm doing it. Is it true? I'll no matter what I find here, it'll be okay. I've got to find the people, I suppose. So, but I mean, well, I don't find it. Yeah, we should go in and just rush it all and get some of it and be happy. Yeah, but after what you said, if we can keep some of it, why not? Um, like how the hell? What kind of idea of a power do you have? Like how hard would that be? Like what
The
we?
power?
Yeah.
Immense. Nothing that I can fathom at the moment.
Okay. Well, then
Sylvic
we'll say
nature.
that's really difficult then.
You would
So there's
probably
just two possibilities, right? There's we go in there and the strike isn't what you think, and the place is unaffected. And we still have to worry about data disappearing or whatever, whether we want power or not. And there's the second possibility is that it's even worse because the strike is a power source, and then there's even worse time limit. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, so from what I understand from whatever I said and whatever you said is that essentially what we might want to get from this place at least is the third bathtub so we can get out of this place cleanly because we can say here you go, taxes. And whatever we find on top of that, um, weapons, tools, supplies, we get as much out of this facility as possible and then just let it die in peace.
Well,
There's
does nobody
Let
want to
the
find
dust
out
die.
there's
how
also
the
the fact that well, you said you were affected by dreams, and so is I don't know if Fennel shared this. Never mind. You said you've been affected by dreams, and the accounts of people surviving only a week to eventually die from their encounter with the Shrike. So it might be a case of kill it before it kills us.
Or it makes everything worse and reduces my week to a few days, and then you have stolen me time. We don't know. Let's take a gamble.
Now, so far, everybody who has died has not killed the Shrike, so...
Yeah.
Well...
I mean,
Do you
from a
think that
scientific
woman
point
that
of view,
came?
that doesn't. That might
that
be a
girl?
sensible hypothesis, but it's not a proven hypothesis. Just because it's a correlation.
Oh, there
that
you
girl
go!
is a good
Longitude
example?
+3 intelligence modifier! Sorry, though. Again?
Do you think that girl is a good example of someone that was sort of, I don't know, in a sort of prophecy-like manner, but of just someday he's gonna have to come here, own will or not, and die to it.
She
Well,
seemed
did she die?
pretty-
That's my question.
Yes.
Dawood,
Pretty
did
sure
she
she did.
die?
I just popped her head off, so yeah, she's dead.
Did he do that?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
well, you did it, but the Shrike didn't do it.
Well, I
Right?
wasn't looking. I could have missed, but I didn't miss.
She was gnawing on his face.
Yeah, that's fine. But my point is, the Shrike didn't kill her. He did something different with her. We thought
Worse.
she was dead, but she wasn't.
Exactly.
And that's, I think, I'm not sure, but I get the feeling there may be many more people in a state like that. And honestly, I want to find out what that is and where that is. Did any of you see that tree I mentioned? That huge tree?
No.
What
I
tree?
did see it in my dreams.
Oh dear, it's spreading.
Oh,
As I said before, I
Okay.
did dream about it, and
Well,
my days may be more numbered than they have
Okay.
been before.
well, if you're gonna turn out like that girl and you become fixated and then you're gonna die to it at some point anyway, then
she didn't,
killing it
did she?
seems best.
you killed her, so but the Shrike didn't.
Well, it sounded to me looking at her and that we found her there that, and her drawings in the book, she was obsessed.
Well, yeah. She didn't have to kill her. Oh,
Well, she did try to actually bite me like an animal. I mean,
There was-
you might turn out like that too, but
yeah. I'm not sure what was real and what wasn't. So,
but anyway, that might be a reason why killing it's a good idea, because otherwise you turn into some
Mindless zombie.
trying to find it and worship it or something.
yeah. But what if the tree's real and all those people on it are somewhere?
She did mention, I think, release us or free us or something like that. She might be under some. She was. Well, she's no longer, but she probably must have been some under kind of effect. Because she was very much alive and up until Alu had to put her off.
Yeah,
What if
that's what I'm
everyone's getting
saying. So,
absorbed
and
by it?
I think if other people got caught or brought or whatever, and I mean, I saw it too, but to me it wasn't a dream. It seemed like real. And if it is real, I think we need to find those people. To be honest, fuck the third shower. We need to find those people. And I want to find out how you can exist between seeming dead and not being dead, and I don't think we understand any of it.
Right.
Let's go kill it.
I think I can't leave here without finding that out, to be
Let's
honest.
go kill it. Let's kill it. Let's pop a head in it.
It
Pop
seems
its head
that
off.
most of us are inclined to either keep on searching this facility or encountering the Shrike again. So let's just go in and do that. And yeah, times are wasting.
If it turns out to be really bad in the state of the state of the place, and there's some information that's lost, I think I'm content with that risk. So just go and kill it. Get some of the stuff we can. That's it.
I would recommend, if we do encounter the Shrike again, remember that the blue mist has a funny effect. I would appoint Winnel and Lance to deal with the horde of mosquitoes, the swarm of mosquitoes, and have me, Dalu, and Bobby focus the Shrike down.
Dan, I have a question.
Sure.
Can I turn myself into huge ass fan to deal with the fog?
Like a USB fan, you mean?
It's
Like-
probably a bit. It's probably out of scope. I mean, but having like a household
You know what?
ventilator.
You can definitely turn yourself into a fan. We'll see what effect it has on the fog.
Okay. Well, I prefer to shoot it, I think.
Shoot the fog?
A quick question.
Yes.
This, if I remember from the VOD, I was not in Bobocop mode.
I don't
I
remember.
think you were.
You were big.
Yeah, you
you
had
had
to
to
started
squeeze.
turning.
Yes, I think
No, you
you're right.
started turning at the beginning of combat, and it took long enough so that you actually were in Bubblecop mode for that entire combat. Pretty sure.
Yes, because I
yeah,
remember us asking how far can Bobby get with the narrow corridors, and I said with his movement speed, anywhere he wants.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, so how did I? I had to breathe in the fog to do this dreaming thing, right? Was that afterwards while we explored the facility after that?
It's you getting shriked at.
Oh, it was the
It's
shrike
also
thing,
on.
okay.
Also on the fog's effect is pretty unclear still. Like what kind of debuffs are stacking and blah blah. I don't know.
Okay.
It's
So it
not too
wasn't
clear.
necessarily the fog that I breathed in. It was the whatever the shrike did.
It's I would say it's definitely not the fog that
Okay.
did that.
I feel like such a J.J. Abrams. Ooh, mystery. Answer?
Mist.
Answer: No, we just kill it.
That's for the next guy.
It's the monster from Lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fuck it. Let's kill it and see if that ends that shit. If it doesn't, at least I killed something big at the end of my days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, so you go back to the facility?
Yes.
Yeah.
We tell Ilonu, that's his name, Ilonu, and the rest of them we're going back in. If we're not back in the end of the day, the next day, then you may leave.
Good luck on your trip back.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on a minute. Can I whisper to you, Miles?
You can
what
Discord
are-
me.
Yeah, I'll Discord. Yeah.
That's
If
cool.
Ilana's staying here, well, then what if they just run with the two that we have, and we're leaving at the camp?
They can't carry it. It's like
But
200.
we have our big mount. What if they figure out a way
Yeah,
to strap it
yeah.
on and just run?
Of course.
Oh,
of
they
course
can carry it?
it. Yeah, with the mounts.
Yeah, they
thought
have two
only-
big
Zillion?
boys, and
Basilicans?
you have
Yeah.
one big boy. And one of the
Ah.
big boys like was carrying rations, and they were eating, so
Mm-hmm.
half of
They
the
I
have
thought
crowd-
plenty
only-
of spot for
I
it.
thought only Lance's magneto powers could do that.
I mean, Lance
Like,
can't
carry them.
carry both at the same time, actually.
Alright.
Plus, to be fair, you know, like it weighs just 200 kilograms. You get a feeling like, obviously, it's not optimal, but for example, between Boulder and John, they could, for example, carry one of them. It's obviously a really bad idea to do, you know, carry that
Alright.
as you're traveling through the
Yeah.
jungle, but it is still.
If we're
doable.
in there for an
Am-
hour at least, they might strap it on somehow.
I'm not concerned about them. Like, they don't have any value for mutated squid shower. Ilonu is obsessed with it, but he can't do it on
Elona
his
is
own.
currently obsessed with it. He's like examining it, like rubbing it. He seems to be getting like impatient, but not so impatient that you think he's gonna run off into the jungle on his own. The maze bound are in no hurry. They really don't wanna leave without you. Although Bolt just goes, if you die, I require permission to use you as extra rations.
No.
As what now?
As extra rations.
I do not want to be in your stomach if I die. Thank you.
Well, to be
I
fair, if
mean-
you're dead, you don't want anything. Usually that's how it goes.
Feel free to try, is my personal. So, yes for me, if you can recover it and so on, yeah? Good luck.
Very well. Have fun. Fun day.
Thanks, you too.
Alright.
Yeah. We're there. We're going.
Yep,
Here
go
you
away.
go. Alright. You take the quick jaunt between camp and the facility. And with the guardian dead and the door open, enter it without much issues.
Then did we breathe in the fog? Or was it just... Did it just happen? Because I
I mean,
don't
some
think
of
we
you
need to
definitely
breathe.
did breathe it in.
But we don't breathe.
Okay, well then you didn't.
Are we supposed to wear a vac suit via Winl
Yes,
or
me, yes.
for you? Okay.
Yeah, because we had the vac suit, and I'm pondering whether to recast the not breathing part, but if it doesn't help, then probably not.
Up to
Well,
you.
fuck it, I cast
What
it
do you want?
anyway.
Oh, okay.
For the fucking bugs come. Free drinks for everyone. And by the way, when Dalu started discording, he was really looking intent at Miles, and for a while nothing happened because I forgot to cast it. And then
Oh,
I had to repeat the message.
I'm talking to myself. It's good.
But you did the ice.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going.
so this new map that you've drawn, like this is the entrance now up top, or
No. That's how it used to look like.
okay, but only the drawing is
Yes.
where it's okay, and the Chamber of Fun does lead there. Okay,
I mean, you drew the Chamber of Fun. I have no idea
Yes,
where
I
it
did.
goes.
right. So, do we want to go first to the Chamber of Fun, or do we want to go first to some servers and consoles and try and
Now let's
Yeah.
kill the thing first.
right? Let's go.
Alright. So you proceed through the facility. As you enter it, the fog seems to have dissipated or left or whatever. But as you enter that circular chamber with the pool and the squid and the shiny stones, and open the door, immediately fog floods out of the chamber, which has been filled with fog previously. And again, like, start scrolling over the facility, although...
Oh,
Yes.
before we go in Bubble mode.
Although it still seems to be, like, fairly, like, low and doesn't really go higher than your shins. Now, the first thing you notice is that the membrane that has been previously torn by the Shrike has reconstituted itself. So, the narrow passageway is, again, covered with this gooey, slimy membrane.
This was the one that didn't burn very well, huh? Similar one to the one that taped someone to the wall? No, that's different. That was the Guardian. Sorry, that was the Guardian, not the Shrike.
Like, the Guardian stuff didn't look necessarily organic. This stuff looks very organic.
Think you can cut that, Miles?
Yeah, I'll use Solus in a machete form to try and cut it.
Huh? Like, it really feels weird, like, for your psychic blade, like, cut stuff, but...
Oh,
Especially if you have a fucking lightsaber where it's like, going through
right.
materials is sort of
Some
iconic.
cleric.
I mean,
yeah,
it's
some
more like
cleric.
the very thing that we, like, keep describing it as, like, like, going through people and stuff like that, just, like,
Mhm.
it can actually physically hurt stuff, you know.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, sure. I'll cut with some cutter.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't. I'm just like saying that just really puts me into it.
I mean, it's really kind of cool to cut mentally the membrane, and the membrane just gives, and like, okay, fine, I'll die.
And we're here in Discord. Cut, left, right, up.
Yeah. You take out some cutter and like the membrane is wet enough or like humid enough that it doesn't like burn up, but it's more like it hisses and kind of like melting plastic, like it starts having holes and it just kind of after a point just like pops as the tension on it is released. And you're staring into like a much more narrow passage that is just covered with goo. Ceilings, walls, floors, there are like more membranes and half membranes stretching across it. So you either need to like dodge them as you go or continue like cutting them with your sword. It looks very squishy. And
I would like to just, like tip a finger on it and see if it sticks to the finger or what kind of consistency does it have?
It doesn't stick, like it squishes, it's bouncy, and feels like a bit rubbery in, like the way it bounces.
Is it moist?
It is moist, though like as you press on it, it doesn't like produce any liquid or anything, but the very surface of it is like covered by very thin layer of like some slimy stuff. So as you pull your finger out, like the string of slime tears and then your finger just like feels slightly slimy.
Yeah, so like when you touch a snail trail, for example.
Yeah. A bit more like stringy, a bit more gooey.
A really juicy snail.
Thank you.
Bobby, if those fucking wasp bugs come back again, you mind shooting them for me? I could give you the speed thing if you want.
Why am I not focusing on the...
Right,
just drop a fucking grenade at your feet.
Okay. But take the speed thing here because I'm not gonna cast anything once those bugs get here because
happy to take that.
Most disgusting feeling ever.
You don't like being sucked dry?
No.
No, that's
not in that sense.
Alright, well, I'll take this as a challenge.
The amount of women Winnow must have had. Like, he can change his looks.
Could have had.
Could have had, yeah.
You're not allowed in Kakidiki. Boys only.
I don't think you want to cast it right now.
You can change to look like a woman?
I can, yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
Why not? I mean, he can't focus.
To a maximum number of rounds equal to the caster's level.
Oh, I didn't read that. Then I'll do the ball implant again. This is my last level 4 spell slot. Prepare that shit.
Arcane cyst sounds so nasty.
Yeah.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Is that the real thing?
Yes.
Of it? Oh boy.
I mean, a lot of stuff, especially rectifier stuff in the book, has already like this very biological, disgusting flavor. Anyway, so you're staring at this anus. Would you like to enter?
Anus.
Yes, please.
Enter the anus.
I'd go first because I'm cutting through all the web slimy
I'll
stuff.
be second.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll go up
I'll be you're essentially the finger in the anus, and I'll be the butt plug that widens it.
Yeah, because as Bobby, as you're going through, like you have to squish, and you're basically like scraping the walls and like scraping off like significant amount of the slime and tearing through the remaining membrane, which technically clears up the hallway, but also means that whoever's going behind you now has to deal with like broken up slime and stuff, which is even juicier and actually like begins to like drip liquid as it starts to flow. Also, since you disrupted, who's going third?
Me. Fuck
Yeah.
this.
Like a chunk of it just like drops on your head at some point. Right.
Wait, umbrella mode.
However, like you, Miles, go about like 5 meters in as you cut through a membrane, and it again like pops with a sound, and the hallway continues, but it's no longer filled with gooey, wet membranes, but rather it becomes a bit wider. You start seeing very, very dim blue glow. It kind of reflects from the walls, and it is mostly covered now in some kind of white silky material, kind of like spider webs, but not in a cobweb style, but more like just as a almost uniform covering of the walls, like somebody like intentionally covers the whole walls in this silky webby material. And here and there you do see some bulging protrusions in the walls, like there is something in there under that material, but none of it looks to be like human-sized. It's all pretty small. Do you continue?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You continue through this tunnel for a bit longer, and at least it's dry, like as you're stepping on the silk, and it doesn't stick to your feet, like at all. But you also see, especially as you like had opened the membrane behind you and the door, the blue fog flowing down this tunnel, like past you and out of the tunnel from where you came from. And as you are like going further and further, those of you who have proficiency in notice actually begin to hear like quiet hissing sound, like escaping air or moving air. And
Okay.
Like all things point to really stupid. Never mind.
Anybody wants to like anybody wants to smoke? No? Nobody?
I want to just like, one of those cysts in the wall. I'm just gonna give one of them a cut and see what spills out with telekinetic cut knife. See if anything spills out.
You slice through it, and it like comes apart like of many layers, like a ball of yarn comes apart as you cut the string, and right now something just like dried up crumbles and spills partially out of it. Some
Oh, fuck.
almost vegetative mass.
Can I scan that with my scan pad?
Sure, you can.
Check if well, what's the check? I want to check if the air contains toxins and any indication what the goo might be. So 2 things really.
You mean the stuff that spilled out?
Yeah.
The stuff that spilled out is, I'm not gonna make up a name, some kind of like dry preserved herb or plant. All seems
Okay.
to be of the same type. Species. And there is elevated level of how to call it,
Helium. You all start squeaking.
not helium,
Sulfur, chlorine.
Nitrogen.
no, I'm not even thinking about gas. I'm thinking about one moment.
Diarrhea.
Yes, there's an elevated content of diarrhea in the air. No, of gaseous magic, which would technically be harmful. Such. What it is.
What gases?
Magic gas.
It's gaseous magic.
So basically, maybe the fog, you know, or it's partially what you might be measuring.
But we're not breathing.
Yeah, hold your breath.
The machine is. Yep. Consciously hold your breath. We
Yeah, the
do
machine
not
goes.
need to breathe.
Oh God, this stuff is good.
I keep moving forward.
Yes. I'll follow.
I'll follow you.
You eventually like see the glow intensify a little bit until you come into a smallish chamber, slightly bigger than the circular pool room you've been in before, which also again like floor, ceiling and everything is covered in this silky material, and you do see a fissure on the other side of the room that leads deeper in. The room, however, is quite interesting because a few things immediately draw your attention. One, there are more such bulges on the walls, including bigger ones and including almost like structures that look like very, very shitty, like not even a beehive, but you know, like wasp hive, more like, you know, like wasp needle of this paper kind of material, like that kind of style, but made of the silk. And those are like slightly moving. You see rather for that, and you like the hissing sound intensifies, and you see a point on one side of the rooms meets a rubble of stone where like the wall must have collapsed partially, as this blue fog, even denser and bluer in shape, just like pours out of like from among those rocks. And on top of that, there is a cocoon about yay big, gently undulating, and with this blue concentrated glow coming from it.
Is it hanging?
No, it is on the floor. So like almost a nest, and the cocoon is even on it.
The fuck?
How big is the hole where the mist is pouring out?
You can't quite see. It's like it's rocks, just like fallen rocks, stones, fog pouring through them, and cocoon on top.
Okay. Well, some of these must be mosquitoes.
Decent chance. But what the fuck is that?
I'm gonna nudge with, like, far away, yeah. With Solus, I'm gonna nudge the cocoon to see if it reacts, if it glows more when Solus kind of touches it a bit.
The glow pulses, and one of them, like silk hives, begins buzzing with anticipation.
One of the silk hives? How many silk hives are there?
+3.
Well, it seems to correlate with the mosquito hives. Hans, get the flamethrower. So, do we want to deal with this from far away, or do I go and hit it?
How about you hit it from far away?
Don't use magic.
He says as he pulls out his gun, or what?
You can shoot at it.
You save your ammunition.
Well, I
What?
have these wands, these webs, and they're really flammable. But well, fuck it. This place is flammable, I think.
Yes, I don't want to burn, Winnel.
Oh, I didn't have an exit strategy. That's right. Just. But we need to burn this place.
There's
It's
really
obvious.
nice like draft of fog going past you and out of the tunnel.
Should I hit one of the nests first, or should I poke the cocoon, which seems to...
Well,
Mm,
is there like a defense when you do this with other nests?
How big are the nests?
To compare to, they're about like human, like 2 meters tall.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So like you imagine each of them could contain like at least half a dozen of those mosquitoes, but you're not sure quite what the structure inside is, and you have killed a lot of them yesterday. They aren't buzzing very actively right now. Let's put it that way. So maybe it's not as bad as they fear, or maybe just chuck a grenade in it. No? Oh, internet.
Windle, can your web...
Boss, my internet has...
Sorry.
The call has frozen for me like a minute ago, so we stopped when I was describing one of the hives, so just continue from that moment.
What web?
yeah.
What?
I had a question, Windle. Do you think your web wand can probably, like, section off at least one of these nests, so whatever's buzzing in there will not be able to pass to us if we
Well,
start
yes
stirring
and
this?
no. It's not that. Well, at some point they'll pass it. It's not that sticky. You've been in it. I think I hit everyone by now.
I don't quite remember.
What the fuck?
Oh boy.
Sticky, 20-foot cube, 6 meters. Difficult terrain, lightly obscures. So,
No,
I guess it's big enough, but
No, but there's no restraint or something?
well, they have to make a dex save, and if they fail, they're restrained. And then on the next turn, they can try again.
Yeah. Well, that's just a suggestion. I'm gonna go poke one of these.
Yeah,
Well,
how about you just fucking attack it? I like that.
Well, how many are there?
There are 3 nests and 1 cocoon which glows.
Mhm.
Oh, okay,
no,
then.
porta box idea.
Yeah.
You don't like
Well-
the porta box idea?
Can't they move the box if they're 2 meters tall?
Do you have
Made out of
one?
metal. I could system strain carry one from the stuff we have.
It's likely.
If we're going to
Probably.
pick stuff up, I wouldn't. You know, it's part of our budget, so it's not like from the city.
Well, I'm gonna go hit one of those nests.
Okay.
Toodaloo.
All right.
Boom.
Let me. Okay, fuck.
Yeah, I attack one of the nests.
Which one do you attack?
The one that was reacting to
Oh shit.
the whatchamacallit, to the nudge I gave before.
I'd like to immediately follow that up with a wand goo jizz.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Which is probably a stupid idea because it's magic, but
You stick the hive, and the basic immediately rises in pitch, intensifies, as you are immediately covered by a mass of sticky, thick white webbing produced by Winnow, which means
isn't
that
he
you
ranging this?
make what?
Isn't he standing a few meters away? Didn't we
Except
say
he's gotta
he's...
go and stab it.
Yeah, but
I'm stabbing it.
not. Do you have remote stabbing? Don't you?
Yeah, but I wanted to cut it with stonecutter.
He wants to work from office.
Yeah.
Well, okay. No, then you're.
You're not
Just as
gonna
well, I
web him
guess.
right in front of a hive full of mosquitoes, no? Are you sure? It would be fun. For mosquitoes.
I don't know. I don't
So
know.
do they
Okay.
emerge? Anything? Like,
Yeah.
can I destroy the hive?
And like the opening of the hive begins, like wedge and wiggle as a mosquito, and then a second one, and then a third one emerges from it and try to eat you. No, nobody is throwing any grenades yet.
Is it the blue fox?
It's the blue mosquitoes. Yes.
I immediately
gonna-
throw a grenade.
I didn't want to do this.
What?
Okay.
For 3 of them?
Yeah, make me.
I don't know how
How about you
Yeah.
web me first and then throw a grenade?
That is what he did, yes.
Roll a d20 plus your attack bonus plus your shoot or exert. So you prefer?
It's shoot is +0, attack bonus is 1, I think.
Wonderful. So
So-
d20 plus 1.
That's a 7.
Wonderful. That's a 7, which means you actually managed to meet with a grenade. Need to roll something.
But does he hit another nest?
Let's see.
Like I imagine walking with those 2 grenades I have. I'm just waiting to see the bugs.
1 second.
And I've never thrown
So-
anything before, so checks out.
Right. So. Yeah. You throw the grenade, which hits the silky ceiling right above you, bounces off it, a little bit to the left, to the side of all of you, and all of you stare at it for a moment as it's now landed like within a meter of all of you except for Miles, and the grenade goes off.
Okay.
I need
Mhm.
everybody, because within 5 meters, and Miles, you're 6 meters away. I need everybody except Miles to make an evasion saving throw.
A quick question: does the damage
you don't
actually
care.
pierce? Okay.
And actually, so doesn't Winnel and Lance. I
Most
think.
Well,
likely.
we'll
Actually,
Depends
see.
on the damage rolled.
Yeah, and roll to d6. And Lance, did you have your stuff turned on? Because I didn't say it. But... Is it 20 AC?
My what? I didn't come in here without anything turned on. I have all turned on.
Okay, sure. Alright, so for Lance this would be 4. Bobby doesn't care. We know 8. And Dal, you didn't make a save?
Here.
Yeah, so
Oh my god.
again, 4 for Lance, 8, Dal.
No,
we
my
know-
AC is too high above that.
Yeah, but you take 1 less point of damage for each point of AC above 14. So calculate on your own.
Okay.
So AC 20 is -5.
Yes.
Above
Is
what
it?
was the above what
Above
was
14.
the AC? 14. Okay.
What's your AC?
I think it's 16, 17. So that would be
-3, so you take 5 points.
3 damage.
No, 5 damage.
5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Take 3 damage.
Why am I?
Sorry.
And let's say one of the mosquitoes ends up in the blast area and also gets. But, well, the other two try to stick Miles. One of them fails. The other one rolls a natural 20.
Oh my god, I'm getting sucked again.
And you do get sucked
Uh-huh.
for, well, not sucked, but pierced only for 4 points of piercing damage. But I'm gonna say for the purpose of this, whoever acts next, you murder those two mosquitoes without any problem before they can cause any more damage.
Goddamn
Windle has
cinched
already
Yeah, I'm
caused.
definitely murdering one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, despite the very loud explosion, and for many of you, it's not even about the shrapnel in your skin, but about the grenade explosion in a 6-meter diameter chamber that has a really big effect on your ears. That was more of a problem. Yeah, so what now?
Right, so someone else go and poke the other two.
Right? I shouldn't. Right? I won't.
Why are we poking the other two exactly?
Well, as we fought the Shrike last time, they came in droves as reinforcements. And better to deal with them now than in midst of a battle with the Shrike.
Don't agree. But sure. I think we just move on, to be honest.
Actually, Winnell, can you go right next to that nest over there with the grenade and just,
Let go
I
of the
can.
thing.
let go of it? No. Right. Okay, we don't have to poke it if you guys don't need to, but I think it would be a smart move. Is the cocoon that's glowing blocking our way forward?
No, it's on top of whatever the fog is coming out of.
I'll try and rip it apart, see what's inside.
The cocoon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hands, sword, what are you ripping it apart with?
Let's go with the sword.
Yeah. Are you
It's
being
like surgical.
Yeah, you're being surgical.
Yeah, I'm being I'm precise, not trying to hurt.
So you like start carefully cutting this cocoon as its layers also begin to pop, and it begins to unravel and begins to sip liquid, like brackish liquid. And then as you tear it enough, it comes undone, and its liquid pulls out of it and all around the cocoon, and with it comes a gay big creature that seems to be half melted. It looks as insectoid in look as the rest of the mosquitoes, but no wings, no legs right now, just half melted exoskeleton. And in where the butt or the torus of an insect would be, there is this fist-sized blue glow.
Do I recognize that this might be the head honcho mosquito?
Make me notice intelligence check.
Notice intelligence. 8. That's not bad actually.
You're not sure about head honcho mosquito, but the size and the color of this glow reminds you strongly of the glow that was within the Shrike's chest.
Fucking stab it.
And you, Lance, as he tears open the cocoon, see a powerful psionic signature coming from this half-melted creature.
I'm
Not
about
as
to stab
powerful as
this
you saw
thing.
yesterday, but powerful.
About to stab this thing into hell. Do anyone have objections?
No, I want to see what happens.
It's baby strike. I don't know.
Baby Shrek. Do.
Oh,
You
I died.
stab it. The creature squirms for like a moment and is still.
Requiesta de pace.
It's great.
The psionic trace disappears, but the glow does not.
You
Wait,
did
it still
well.
glows?
The
don't-
thorax of
don't-
this creature still.
Don't worry about the glowing. It definitely died. I saw its psionic signature die off. Good shit, good shit.
Like,
You
and
think
the
we've,
way
angered?
it looks is like the thorax. I forgot how to pronounce it. Thorax. Yeah. It's like kinda stretched around this glowy thingy, which almost looks like spherical and bulging inside of it. But yeah, it dies.
Right then, moving forward. If the mosquitoes come and attack us mid-combat, we know our strategy.
Mm-hmm. Don't let Winnow throw anything is my strategy.
Well, then you take it.
I have 3 grenades,
No,
don't worry.
they are attracted to you.
Blew myself up or what? I just did that.
Yeah, do it again without us next time.
Asshole.
That's all you do in this chamber?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, if anyone else wants to do anything,
Is there any other exit or something?
Yes,
or is
there
it?
is like narrow
Fissure.
fissure on the other side.
Maybe we just keep this weird little creature, dead creature, and maybe we can give it to somebody. I mean, very unique.
I
It's
toss
a
it
suggestion.
towards Dali. Here, catch.
Okay. Great. I've got glowy shit
You
all
catch
over
it?
me.
Mouse,
Sure.
roll me a throw skill check.
A throw skill check. What the hell is that?
I think it's exert strength.
I'm about to take
Unless
one
there is
damage.
an actual throw.
9.
Huh?
Legit.
And the other roll may exert dexterity.
Okay.
Yep, skill check.
At least it's dexterity.
Ah,
Yeah, he like throws the creature, you catch the creature, which in your hand just basically half disintegrates, breaks in half like the thorax, tears apart from the upper half of the thing, and you like have a
Oh,
glowing thorax in one hand and the half melted head and torso of the thing.
right.
oh
Can
no,
I
he has blood on his hands.
just wrap it in a bit of cloth and just stuff it in my backpack?
Which part? The glowing one or the
Both. I could put them both in there, I suppose.
Well, you don't need the gooey part, I'm pretty sure.
Also lied totally, I forgot my English. The glowing is not in the thorax, the glowing is in the abdomen. Right.
Ah, okay.
The butt part of things.
The butt part.
The butt part.
Yep. Well, I'm trekking forward.
Glowy butt plugs. Right? You're going into the fissure?
Yeah.
Right, wonderful. Bobby cannot go through the fissure in Bobocop form. Everybody else right now needs to squeeze, and a large creature cannot squeeze into a small hole.
Yeah, I guess then I will transform back.
Bob is too big.
Does it take you as long to transform back as it takes you to transform in?
I don't know. I think so.
I don't remember. Oh, yeah.
Let me check.
In any case, while you check that, yeah, you start kind of pressing yourself through that fissure, and for another half a dozen meters, it continues being like covered in the silky material that like thins out, and this one looks a lot more like just like a natural fault in the ground rather than like dug out or man-made or anything. And as you continue, you go in like the part where the silk stops and it's just like rock, and as you continue further, the rock under your like hands as you're climbing through begins to become wet, and you start hearing a distant sound of rushing water.
Rushing water. Okay.
I can't find it, so I'll just roll it.
So again, the room just has. But it's not a room. It's just I hear the noise of rushing water.
I guess I just stopped to ask if you want to like turn around or do something.
No.
Just so you don't complain when you fall into rushing water. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you keep going. The rocks around you getting like more and more humid and moist, and the sound of rushing water becoming more and more prevalent. And all of this is happening basically with whatever light, also like Bobby is bringing with you. It's completely dark in here, absolutely dark.
Well then,
Yeah.
I cast some low light shit.
That's actually not gonna. I mean, if you have other source of light, it's gonna help. If you have no source of light, it's not gonna help you at all.
Is there no dark vision? No, there's no animal
Not
that has
really,
dark
no.
vision. Okay.
Like you still need light to help.
Do the flashlight thing.
Flashlight?
Yes, you can all start to fuck me.
Oh my god!
All this environment is making me horny as fuck.
When I open like
Flash.
browser for
Oh,
work,
it's arcane sis.
they have like news and ads, and one of the ads is like the best flashlight who have tested, and I keep just always read it wrong.
No boy.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you see the fissure you're following hit a wall, and you basically hit a narrow, like about 2 meters wide, very rapid underground river that goes perpendicular to the fissure you followed. And there's like a small pocket, and then the pocket goes almost above the surface of the water, like almost immediately going to the water on the left, where you need to dive to maybe go through, and having a very, very like yay big to yay big on the right of like another pocket.
Okay.
Do you
So the
understand
only
what I'm
way to-
describing? Like,
Yeah, like
you
the only
follow-
way to cross this to be
So you
and
follow the
dry is
fissure,
on the left.
right? You hit, it's a junction, and this is an underground river.
We need to swim.
Well, you at least need to get into the river if you want to go somewhere else. Also, the river does seem really rapid, so you imagine trying to go left, so going against the current, especially if you will need to swim underwater, will be extremely difficult. And if you go right with the rapids, well, you better hold on.
Could this creature have been around here at all? Could it have even fit? You know what?
He was at least Bobby's size, if I'm not mistaken.
Then again, I didn't really care for,
Yeah, he just moved about, vanished somewhere, appeared somewhere else.
Don't think this is the way forward, to be honest.
Like a toilet and a flush thing.
A sewer. I think
Well,
you
we've
think a
gone far enough. But I think, worth taking a shot. Does anyone have a rope?
sewer.
Uh,
If you wanna just go down there and then have a. I mean, I could just walk.
Upside down! Right, you're not a bad scout yourself, are you?
And just it's just I start walking perpendicularly
Just always
on the wall.
always make sure that you're in Discord range, so we could...
No, I will.
You're trying to walk on the rock above the river.
And
With
then
his
follow it,
boots, yes.
suppose.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Well, I'm
that
using
there's
my
like
boots.
about yay much space above the water.
Oh, so he'll be drowning?
I'm not so worried about him drowning. I'm more worried about him being picked up by the rapids.
Will
how
my
much space?
boots
Okay.
suction me to the wall?
They do, if nothing else is trying to get you off the wall. Have you ever been like picked up by a current in a river or in an ocean? That's scary. This is much worse. Especially considering that like the moment you get trapped, you are also gonna be alone in complete darkness.
It's basically a one-way trip.
Most likely.
Well,
I mean, it might be possible to like go into the river and hold onto the walls and like carefully slowly advance, especially if you weight yourself down. But it's definitely not gonna be an easy trip.
in that case, then look, I think maybe like if I can't do it and it'll take a lot of work for us all, then maybe we just go back and see if we can interact with this creature. But if not, we'll start taking what we came here to take.
I hate to ask you this, Lance, but perhaps you could go ahead and, if you find something dangerous, you just port back here.
Yeah, unless it's something that knocks me out instantly
Like
when I'm
rock.
underwater. Yeah,
Like,
I don't see any benefit in going through here. Like, even if I could, there's no way they will be following through with it. No. I mean, we know of a different way into the Shrike's lair.
Well,
Elonu told us about it in the beginning. There's more than one path down there, supposedly. And I don't think it's coming through here, but who am I to judge?
how heavy is Bobby?
Probably can't fit, is what I'd guess.
Bobby boat mode.
Bobby boat mode. Can he be a fucking boat?
You just
Probably submarine.
No. Well,
That'd be so-
technically, I guess I could be a submarine until the battery runs out. After that, I will be a submarine that is filled with water and dead people.
So Dan, you said there's like little space. Would I think an owl would fit easily, or is it really, really narrow between the water and the rock ceiling?
What I mean is like at best you might have your head above water,
Hmm.
and that's assuming the river is actually deep. You don't know, maybe you'll need to actually like crawl in it. You haven't tried.
Lance, can't you just skip the whole water thing and just?
No. How? Do you
Can't you
see
see
the other
the-
side of anything? No, I just see the water.
Well, what if Bobby had a really bright light and you could see it or something? Can't be that far. No? No.
I mean, I can stick my head underwater if you hold me, but I am fairly certain this plan's going about as far as I will be able to see. Nowhere.
Oh, I was thinking of turning someone, preferably you, into an owl, but doesn't seem like there's enough space for that.
Oh, don't think so. Nothing to fly. Don't think that's enough space to fly for now. I really don't see the purpose in trying to get through this one here.
Hunting the shrine.
There must be more there's more than one way into the layer, supposedly. But maybe
Yeah,
the other
but-
one's just lizardmen's and trap and no shrike either. I don't know that, but
All Easter eggs are hidden behind waterfalls. That's all I'm gonna say.
Can I actually look for it? Like, is there another?
this isn't a waterfall.
Is there a different exits to the section except the down and up of the water?
Yeah, make an
Stream.
investigation check. It's a horizontal waterfall.
Can I assist?
You do it. I can assist you.
What was it? Notice intelligence, right?
Oh, damn!
Oh,
There we go.
that's a nice double 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I guess Bob in this case is actually assisting with your flashlight as you're trying stronger or something. And like looking left, like again, like the water you think is, you know, like it's basically like this white foam rapids because it's moving very fast, and you get a feeling there must be some like underground rocks or whatever that's making like a turn. You don't see any other like fissures or holes or anything above ground. You try to like feel under the lip on one side of the river, and it just like eroded stone, but doesn't really go anywhere. Going left from where the river is flowing seems highly unlikely. Like you'd need to be extremely strong and most likely breathe underwater. Take a risk of going there because otherwise you can drown. You can just like lose your footing and get smacked into rocks and then drown. And you're not even sure if it will be possible to squeeze there. On the right, like trying to like pour that light into that narrow opening. You're not sure. You think that like this crazy churn goes for like a dozen meters. Hard to say. No, it couldn't be. You wouldn't see that far. Like you think you see like a larger, calmer pool after that, but you're not sure.
I mean, drowning isn't really an option when I'm not breathing, anyways.
Well, you might be stuck down there forever because we can get you out.
What do you see? Sorry. What do you see?
It seems like there might be a calmer pool, like a few, like over there. I point straight ahead.
Okay, you know, in case something happens, you tell my dad I loved him and so on, yeah? Good?
Thank you, Lance.
Okay, see you in a
Um,
bit. I don't need to breathe, right? I don't need to breathe, I'm confirming. I do not need to
Well,
breathe.
Have you done so in the last hour?
Okay,
So you're really stupid because that cave was smelly as fuck.
I'm just gonna
How
try
did you know?
and waddle in there as
I need to know for science.
safely as I can and carry down the current.
Right. Make me a physical saving throw.
Fuck.
Okay. Yeah, you're like, okay, tell my father I love him if I die, and you like put one foot into the water and you basically like go whoop as you grab like the stones and like barely hold yourself on. And like this is a terrible idea. and just like start basically allowing yourself to be like thrown from one rock to the other as you're like holding onto them. And the other reason you're making a physical save is this water is like plus 10 degrees and very quick, so it's
I am
really cold.
I'm immune to temperatures.
Right,
I have
okay.
my suit on. I'm sorry. Minus 50 to plus 50, no
And
temperatures.
then you hear somebody go, "Dispel magic!" and they feel the cold water.
Dispel Yetis.
Dispel salmon.
Oh no.
Alright, fine, no cold water. But you imagine it in your mind, how cold it would have been if you didn't have very convenient magic. Like at one point you actually have to, well, you don't have to breathe it in because you're not breathing again, fuck you. But you do have to duck underwater and like almost blinded in complete darkness with only like tiniest of light being penetrated by Bobby's flashlight. Allow yourself to be thrown into the darkness and you feel your body and suddenly it slows down as you basically like get thrown underwater into a deeper, larger pool, and now you are in complete darkness.
Yes, I turn on my dark vision.
It's not helping because there's no light at all.
No, that's not how it functions. 1 second.
No, you mean echolocation?
I love
No.
It's Morbin time.
It is Morbin time. Fuck that shit. Where is it?
spatial awareness.
Ooh. Unimpeded by darkness.
Yeah, and that is good because like underwater in complete darkness, it's very easy to lose sense of what's up, what's down, especially after you got thrown a couple times by the current. And you basically feel that you got thrown into this bowl, basically, and the depths of it slows down the river, and then basically the slope elevates once more and goes another slightly wider, slower river flowing from the other side of this bowl. You're muted, by the way.
No, I'm not muted, I'm just not pressing my push to talk button, unfortunately. But this basin doesn't look like there's like anything really above it or to the sides of it that you could get out of.
There is
It's
like
just
about
like,
half a
just a
meter
slowdown.
leap of air, like right where the bowl begins, and then the stone becomes like, the image of air.
Okay, I don't. Okay, luckily I don't care about air, so I'm just gonna drift down this river, I guess. I'll try to move it from rock to rock again, since it should be easier now.
Yeah, it is easier now. Its speed is now manageable even for somebody with your strength. And thank God you've got your spatial awareness to actually like see like the walls and make sure you don't hit your head, because like it's not deep enough to stand in. You kind of like have to like crouch like this as you're, well, you would have to crouch, but I guess you're like more like like crawl moving, I guess, like swim. Allows the current to take you, and you allows it to happen for good 5 minutes. You do sense occasion like pockets of air where you could, if you needed to, like, take a bit of breath. You come through like one turn, like one, not like a fall, but more like like the tube goes like this, kinda bends, until you feel like you're actually seeing some dim light illuminating the water ahead of you.
I would like to just, stand a quick fuck over Discord, and then not say anything for a second. As I wait, what's waiting for me over there?
Lance, are you alright? Come in, Lance.
Cursing is not allowed on the server.
I'm not saying anything, I'm just looking where it's taking me.
Do you make the Discord leaving sound to do? Yeah.
I wonder, does Winnel feel if somebody dies as they disconnect from Discord? Yeah, and light becomes slightly and slightly stronger as you get propelled through an opening and into an open cave/space, dimly illuminated, and see rock around you. You actually hit a tree as you're getting like being dragged by this river.
I'm trying to get out if there's anything to the side.
Okay,
But
yeah,
if there's...
make me an exert skill check. It's not. It's just
Oh, this-
basic 6.
Can I also just teleport where I'm
Sure,
looking
okay, yeah, you can do
instead, maybe?
Yeah,
It
right,
sounds more natural to me than trying to exert
Yeah,
myself
yeah.
in that situation.
Yeah, why would Lance ever exert himself? Like, ever! Alright, yeah. You teleport and find yourself, like, dripping water standing on a small, grassy space area. There are like small flowers growing here. You see that like the river kind of goes into actual like stone well and disappears deep underground. And you see an other river come from the other direction side of the cave and go into a similar well. And there is a pretty big tree, like normal size but pretty big, normal big tree in the very center of this grassy cave. There are a couple glowing rocks thrown around, and yep, that's a skeleton. That's a humanoid skeleton chained to the wall. Oh, and another one. Lovely.
But it doesn't resemble what they described in their dream. The tree itself.
The tree is not a conifer tree. It's like a normal. I don't know how's in English the word for like leafy tree.
Let's call it leafy tree. I don't know.
Tree. Yeah, leafy tree.
The white tree of Gondor.
And like the tree is green and brown, and there are staircases going basically from the stone staircase going from the bottom of the tree and somewhere up.
Fuck this.
Like,
Is what
and
you
the
hear
rest of
over
this cave
Discord.
seems to be like naturally formed, but the wells and the staircase are old but crafted.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
There's some weird
Which one?
tree here, and there's some chained skeletons here, which is awesome.
Yeah, you
want
you're
me?
no medical professional, but that's. Last time you said they were dead, they weren't dead.
You want to bet me, Winnow? You want to bet if they're dead?
They might be undead. I'm just throwing it there.
They haven't moved yet, so they're pretty undead.
But you say they're chained. Like, did someone do this to them? Like metal
Yes,
chains?
like yeah, the chamber looks formed and so on. So yeah, I'd say so. Like not the chamber itself, but like steps and all that.
Interesting.
The tree made out of metal mostly.
What? No, it's a tree. No, leaves and it's brown and green like trees are usually. Not a metal tree.
Do you want to keep on scouting ahead?
That is what I was gonna ask, just in case I come upon another passage you guys might have some issue with. I could go a little further and see, but I'm not too intent on it, to be quite frank. So I'm just gonna, as I say so, I just appear right next to them. How about we just go there the other way? I think is a easier way. Yes, yes.
What if I stood right here where you appeared? You could give a heads up, you know. It's kind of rude.
No, that's not how the magic works. If I try to teleport to a place that is currently occupied, it usually aborts the teleportation by itself. Like I can feel
You get a
something
message like when
wrong.
you call someone.
Yeah, it's like an error
Currently
message. Mm-hmm.
not available.
Yeah, and then and then I can just abort in time. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So there's no danger in continuing. Great. Good. Well, it's time to get wet.
I'm
Can you
just
get us
gonna.
over there, or
Yes.
is it too?
I say yes, and I teleport all of us over there into that lofty place.
Oh, that's countdown consent. Oh, fuck
Nope.
consent. Never mind.
I mean, if any of you weren't consenting, you're left behind, so...
So what you're
Yeah.
saying, Dan, is that actually they wanted it. They were asking for it.
I
Is
don't
that
know.
what you're saying?
Your lips say no, but your body says yes.
No, we're not going there. No.
I'm just asking if you guys would like to waste some effort.
Oh no. If he teleports us, why not? Shini's looking at me. What the fuck are you saying?
We've been playing for 5 years, you should know that we're always saying stupid shit.
Yeah, it's
You're
true.
only guys.
I mean, the moment we lost all the girls in the group, it's like just sausage jokes every time. Anyway.
Hashtag no homo.
Yeah. What? Yeah, you're now also standing in this like natural cavern. This tree, staircase, and the wells, and the 2 chain skeletons.
Only 2. Oh, disappointing. Does it anything remind me of the visions I had, or is it completely no?
This place, well, I mean, I wouldn't call it normal, you know, glowing rocks, chain skeletons, but it looks like something you would expect to see in Lamian jungle, rather than a giant tree made of metal, which is a bit weird even for a Lamian jungle.
Okay. So I'm
Can I
disappointed with
can I
your
come
tree.
up to the skeletons and take a closer look? Maybe they.
I didn't know. Can you?
Oh my god, it's like that level joke.
I go closer to the skeletons. I try to examine them, like their clothing, if they have any symbols on them, anything they like. I don't know,
Yeah,
height,
make me
whatever.
an investigation check.
I also want to investigate.
Yeah.
Please.
Are you investigating the same skeleton or the other skeleton?
No, the other ones.
Huh? Yeah. So both of you can like check out the skeleton. You like kneel in front of them and smile as you reach your hand towards the skeleton. We're gonna go and take a break. And we're back. Alright. Well, technically you're not in the facility. So let's go back to Jungle. Alright. So yeah, gentlemen, as I had time during the break, basically find yourself over in this nice little cave, the tree, and maybe it's gonna load. I know.
It has loaded
It
for
loaded.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, gonna load
And so I came from top left,
you came from top right.
top right.
And where are the skeletons? Oh, I
And
see.
is this a whirlpool where it goes downwards also? Is that
Yeah.
what it looks like?
Yeah, more like like a drain.
Yeah. Why is Watanabe here?
He's one of the skeletons.
Nice.
And you, Miles, as you reach out towards one of the skeletons, the skeleton goes, "Captain, why did you abandon me?" No, the skeletons does nothing. They are skeletons. The strange thing about, well, not strange, but odd note thing about the skeletons is that they are old. Like, they are yellowed with age and partially covered in moss. Like, there's grass growing through their pelvis and stuff like that. And the chains that bind them to the rocks are like teal green. They're metal, but this is definitely not iron or anything. Also, both skeletons have very obvious cause of death. Like, their ribcage has been kind of torn open a little bit, with signs of somebody like doing that with a sharp-ish tool, like cutting the ribs open. So yeah, this gentleman did not die peacefully in their sleep. No.
And are these like tracks that lead back to the well?
No, these are flowers.
Okay.
And the stairs lead up the tree?
The stairs are beginning at the root of the tree and go upstairs. Well, somewhere. Upper floor. Like, you do, if you stand right next to the tree, you see that you can basically see like a stony well that opens into the next floor, and then you see the roof. So you don't see the sky quite, but see, like, there's a floor above. Yeah.
I want to go up.
Well, how
Are you
can you
gonna
go
do
up
that?
if you're not even there? I'm joking. Everybody just follows, so do you investigate?
I follow.
Wonderful.
Can you two, well, no, Bobby. I mean, if something changes because of your visions, let us know. Don't want you
What do you
turning
mean?
crazy, or if you, figure out what to do next.
These are not the trees I'm looking for. I think. Am I glad I brought snacks? These are long stairs.
Hey, at least I have a map.
Do you need to
Yes,
pull my
there we
silicone?
go. No. I just need a fog of war.
War.
Fuck of war.
Fog of war. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, that's what you see as you come on the stairs.
The stairs go up this way?
The stairs don't go quite up that way, as I few more things.
He's creating the map as we speak.
I am indeed
You
creating
can go
the map
anywhere.
as you.
He's
to
so
screw the
fucking
ceiling.
good. Look how fucking fast he is.
Yes. I think if I do. Yes. 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 I think I agree. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now it works. No, I did accidentally pay for it. So, but
Oh, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry.
it's fine. If anything, it was good for storage space. But yeah.
Pretty please
The
saw
fuck?
everything, and then I'm black again.
Hmm?
Should I
your-
see anything?
Put your token here.
Put your token on the map.
Oh. Noob. Cool. Okay, I know where we need to go.
Do
My
you
character
know?
doesn't.
What are these? Are these doors?
Those are doors that I.
Are open?
Mhm.
That are not open.
I'm just gonna follow Bobby. Ready to poke him in the butt.
So, as you enter up, go up the stairs, you like see this mural on the bottom, and you do immediately see another set of stairs to the left and to the right going up onto the next floor, and you do also see a set of large, like double doors to your right as you're like exiting the stairs, or map left, and a smaller single door on the map right.
Well, this certainly does not have the same vibe as the facility up above.
Truly doesn't. You think this is the same complex or some entirely different structure?
Oh, we'll figure that out soon.
I vote for big door.
A big door. All right.
Sure, sure.
Small doors are always like where you keep the broom and.
Is there any panel
Cleaning
here, or is it
supplies.
just primitive doors?
Right here, they're just like primitive doors, and even the sconces on the wall are like actual torches, and they do have like smoldering embers inside of them, which kind of means that somebody must have passed at least a couple days ago and replaced them.
Ooh.
Yeah. Also, I think my door has a hole, so I'm just gonna do this.
Oh no. Okay.
I'm actually not sure, like they changed a lot of other stuff, so I think you guys huh. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you see like a hallway with a bunch of doors on the left, and another set of double stairs above, or I guess ahead of you. Uh,
Hmm.
Is this door openable, or is it blocked by the
they
rubble?
are openable and do not appear. Actually, that one. I guess it depends on where it goes, and from what I can tell, it goes outside. So that one is actually blocked.
Oh, yeah, I'll try this one.
You try to pull on it.
Mm-hmm.
You pull on the door. It opens, and you see inside that basically a small magical circle with an old skeleton, humanoid skeleton with like a mace and a rotted up, dilapidated shield. And the shield is like must have been covered with leather of some kind because it's like the leather has rotted up. It's just like the wooden frame, and the breastplate on the chest of the skeleton and the mace are both again like teal green, like kind of corroded looking metal.
Can I? Is the room only a circle, like a magical circle? Is that only?
Yep, that's just like a 2x2 room. Nothing else inside. Just this skeleton, this magical circle, and some glowing rocks.
Have I
The
seen
aesthetic
something
of
like
the
that
circle is
before?
weird.
One at a time.
Or can I
Yeah.
discern what it is used for?
A magical circle?
Yeah.
Yeah, make me an arcana check, I guess.
No magico, right?
Oh,
No
yeah,
ma-
no magic, no magic.
And then wisdom, right?
Intelligence.
Doesn't matter.
Isn't wisdom the spellcasting stat?
It doesn't matter for me. It's
No.
both the
He's
same
not,
modifier.
He's not spellcasting. This magic circle is a circle of like I don't want to lie to you. 1 second. The one or the other one.
Circle of cooking.
Yes, it's a circle of cooking. It's abjuration, so it's magic circle of like binding, of binding something conjured to a location.
Something conjured. No. Okay.
Yeah, these skeletons do seem to be peppered around in very symbolic places.
Now, my obvious guess would have been some type of prison, but I mean, very weird type of magic.
I think I'd wish for a prison where my cell was next to a nice tree and some flowing water. I don't know,
This guy
didn't
had
feel like a
arms.
prison to me.
Yeah.
So Lance, there's nothing, no colors around them, right? Or something?
Don't think so, no.
Can I open up the other one? Just start opening the doors.
You mean the cubicles or?
Yeah, the cubicles.
Yeah, sure.
Starting with the bottom one and moving up.
Well, the bottom one you can't open because it is blocked by the rocks.
Okay, right.
But then basically you find an empty room, and I think my internet fucking another skeleton room and another skeleton room.
Okay.
I know if you guys get updated. You don't need to move up the hallway to actually see that crap.
Yeah.
And I think I made it so that
Fine.
once you've discovered, it stays discovered.
Yep.
Gee, I'm so laggy. Usually this is fine.
It's not laggy for me.
I think it's just me here.
Not sure what these are used for. Some sort of binding?
Perhaps guardians. They might be some kind of constructs bound to this place to wait while I open this door.
Well, the skeletons are skeletons, I think. Not
That makes
doctor,
sense.
Ruby opens the door.
Mm-hmm.
Push opens the door. Let's see. An empty room!
Oh no!
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes! With another much larger magical circle on your left and unlit braziers and two like pools of liquid, which do have some sort of chests with gemstones at their bottom.
What the fuck is this place?
Before you loot that, I think
When I
there's a
kinda
reason why they're underwater.
I was actually wanting to light these ones to have a better lighting in this room.
Oh. Do you have something to light them with?
Yeah, one of the torches that were left, so maybe use them.
Enough? Yeah, sure, you do that.
Well, could you look at maybe this circle? Could you glean it from this one?
I mean, if you wonder whether lighting them up changes anything, it doesn't really, but I mean, nothing happens aside from the room becoming slightly brighter.
Yeah, okay. Can I see better now into the pools then?
Not really. The braziers again are like filled with coals, and the coals are fairly burnt out, so the light of these braziers is fairly dim. It doesn't give much to you.
Okay.
And again, the pools are kind of covered with a bit of lip, as if to prevent water from coming out, or I don't know, something of that sort. So again, the fire doesn't really penetrate.
Can I make out anything from this circle?
Yeah, sure. Make me another. Whatever.
Another one.
Yeah.
This one is easy.
11. This one is conjuration. So, spell of summoning of, I don't know, something.
Well, they conjured something and then they tried to bind it.
Will try to protect themselves from it, yeah?
Yeah, I don't
like
know.
that.
Reminds me of that story of that water spirit that gets summoned and then everything drowned and yeah. Amateurs.
So, anyone wants to take a look at the gem treasure chests?
Well,
Don't see
why
why
are they
not.
underwater though? Like, imagine there's a reason.
Of course.
They explode? I don't know.
You know, you ever see these fountains you throw money into, you know?
How about you take
a
a step
wish.
or two back? You want to try that?
I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I'm just gonna see if they can be lifted up with telekinesis.
The chests?
Yes. Or are they set in stone in there?
No,
attached
they
to the
can
rest?
actually be lifted. At least you start pulling them up and they start lifting.
I'll just
Underwater.
lift one.
One
And
chest or
see
one
what
gem
hap-
from the chest?
One chest.
One chest, yeah. Alright, you lift up the chest from under the water and like water kind of like pools from it and flows into the pool, and it doesn't flow quite like water does. It feels slightly more viscous. Not enough to appear gooey, but maybe like denser liquid of some kind. And then kind of like start seeing the surface of like these chests, like steam, as water like or liquid evaporates from them, and then you just see one of the gemstones burst on fire.
So that's why they were.
Neat. I'll drop it back down for the moment.
I created
That
fire.
seems very useful.
Seems like a heating mechanism or some shit. Who knows?
Perhaps these were used to fuel this conjuring circle. Perhaps you need to put some sort of combination or one of the gemstones in the middle of that circle, and something pops up. Or...
Well, do we want something to pop out? I don't know anything about conjuration.
One would assume that if you summon something, you are the master of it. No?
I think the people who summon stuff do think that, yes.
Yeah, and I think the people who did that are in those chambers back there.
So they've summoned something and then they ran into the rooms and bound themselves into them for eternity.
Or try to protect themselves from it to no avail.
So perhaps we can summon multiple shrikes.
Nice.
So what did you suggested, Winnow, if we were to do that, put one of the gems on the thing, on the circle?
I would suggest not doing that because I don't know what will happen and how to contain that shit.
You lock the doors.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
You go out and lock the doors.
Yeah.
Right, where was I?
If we're not gonna try that idea, we could take some. They just
Well,
seem
can
useful.
you? You can try to take it. It seems rather hot.
We could keep some in a bottle full of water.
Ooh.
I'm not sure that's water. Lance, could you perhaps put one of these gemstones into the circle?
What could go wrong?
Worth a try. I'll try and lift the singular gemstone out of the chest and out of the water, just not water, out of the liquid for a wee bit, see what it does then, and when it's just out of the box, and lift it up.
Yeah. You lift it up again, like water pours off it. It begins to steam as liquid quickly evaporates, bursts on fire, and you look at it, crackles.
We'll move it on over to the
And
circle as it's
explodes in a
beautiful.
fiery ball of fire. I need everybody to make an evasion save.
Okay.
Okay.
Me too. I'm in a different room for that exact reason.
Everybody who is in that room. Oh wow.
Fools. Oh, that's a grenade upgrade.
I'm saying 17 is a rigged number in Roll20.
Well, thank God all of you saved. Because that was 18 points of fire damage. Halved to 9.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's real.
Wow.
It only happens on...
You're done.
Didn't expect that to happen. Could you try that again, please? No, I'm just...
Yes, one more time. Yeah, not
well,
moving
they're
that again.
not meant to be taken out then, is my guess.
Well,
So
they do seem...
do a purpose.
Winnel?
Yeah.
You feel like you see like movement out of the corner of your eyes. And you see the obturation circles, these small rooms, glow up as you see odorless, semi-transparent shapes enter the skeletons, which begin to rise, clutch their weapons, and however they can exit into the hallway.
Oh God! Look,
And every roll initiative.
It's Watanabe.
Roll initiative. Should have taken a few levels in Rogue to handle traps.
Top of the round, anybody discussing anything?
It's not. Did you? Did you-
Can you sort it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Level 2. Reinforced tissue.
Let's go with it. Okay. Let me just quickly grab my initiative and put it on the other side of the map so it doesn't block all of the combat. Also, I think I put those skeletons on a wrong layer. Yeah, that sounds better. Alright, and yeah, I did say they exit, so they exit. And we know you get to do stuff.
Fuck, they are all already blocking the way.
Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? I mean, you can still see like Bobby, for example, so that's not an issue.
But I can't see Lance, right?
You can't see
Also-
Lance.
Yeah.
Because Lance is in the corner.
Well, hell. I'm just gonna pump. What did I say? It's level 2. So it's 40. Why did I use level 2? 46 2 miles?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay, handle it. And now stay put. Yeah.
Alright, lovely. Robert.
Oh, there's one thing that Bobby does. One trick pony.
You and me both.
Is there any malice to shooting someone at 5 feet range?
Yes, with a pistol -4.
So I can also shoot the other guy, right?
I think so.
Without any disadvantage or
I think
something like
so.
that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
Well, you'd be surprised, but ancient shitty armor is less than 21. So not only do you hit the skeleton, it basically explodes as its bones and metal are just not made to withstand the power of this projectile weapon that you wield.
Nice. I'm not hasted, right? I'm not.
No.
I'm not on speed. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna stand there.
Huh? Which does bring us to actually Gallo. Because I forgot. My mobs never get to go.
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, I mean, they're always supposed to
I'm-
lose initiative, as Selim always reminds me about. He's like,
Oh.
no, you don't get to have fun. But we get to have fun.
Mac pistol,
Right.
same
I
as
heard
Bobby.
boulder.
Stanley flips it out. I'm gonna shoot the one closest.
Right in front of you?
Yep, right here.
Second skeleton, destroyed where it stands. I don't know why I switched to combat music. Any movement?
No, just
Alright.
stand on my
Miles?
ground.
Will you let me
Like-
have fun?
No.
No, okay.
And I slice him.
Maybe you're gonna miss.
Maybe, yeah.
Fuck!
What do you mean, fuck? I rolled a 2.
And the third skeleton dies. Shit! Well, there you go. Skeletons. Dead.
You know, I think if we would come here much earlier in our adventures, we might have a little bit more challenge. Actually, the only thing that really is damaging us is just me being really uncareful and ordering Lance to do things.
Well, but Lance, honestly, if this was a trap, then that means there's some treasure in there. Doesn't that check out? Maybe the
Yeah. You open the
Um,
box. Open the box and find out.
well, isn't the box open?
No, it's just the gemstone that got taken out.
But how can you
That
take it out if
exploded.
it's not open?
It wasn't in the box. It was on top of it, like inset into it, right?
Oh,
It
wait,
was
what?
an open chest in liquid. Like
Okay,
an
open
open
chest.
jewel box, yes.
And when he took
Oh.
one of the jewels inside the box, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
okay,
one
okay.
jewel inside the box.
Yeah.
Or many.
No, there are
There's just one.
multiple jewels inside of each box. Like,
Well,
multiple,
explosive gems.
4 to 5.
Yeah, you can take the other treasures in there if you like. In that case, sorry.
They seem
Well-
to be like a tool. They're ceremoniously laid there, but you know, I've already done my damage.
Can't think of their purpose, but if we can't use them, then
I say we empty the whole damn thing and run and see what happens.
Let me test something else, but maybe you'll get out of this room first.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go in.
Alright,
Did it
surprise me.
explode like with a shockwave or just fire?
There was a small shockwave and technically like shrapnel of superheated tiny gemstones being thrown all around the room.
Right.
Which thank God none of you died because that would be quite a facial. Yeah. No, you remember that Bond
can-
movie when
can
the
I-
guy got diamonds blasted into his face?
Can I just wait? But the first time I lifted the chest
Yes.
with the diamond or with the gemstones inside of it, basically.
Yes.
They also started to like spew fire, even though they were still submerged. Or does
The
the-
gemstones that was like on top, that wasn't submerged in
that's
the
the
chest,
one. Okay.
it evaporated first, then set itself on fire, and then you dropped it into water. Oh, liquid.
Okay, just the one on top. So the
Yes.
ones that are in the chest are, since the chest is also
Kinda,
filled with
yeah.
liquid,
Yeah.
they should also stay in liquid when you lift out the chest, no?
They should. I mean, you're not sure if that liquid is gonna be enough.
I'm just gonna test it. I'm gonna like bring it up for a bit and see if it if I hear and see anything, and if yes, I'm dropping it immediately,
How
and
long do you wait?
otherwise, just like a second or two, see if it does anything.
No? Now that the one
I
on
see
top has
any-
exploded, the others seem to be...
Do I see anything pouring out? Like, is liquid still pouring out the sides?
Like some of it did leak, pour out as you were lifting it, but after that is gone and the stabilizes with the edge. Mostly seems to stay...
This is not wise. I will start moving it slightly towards like up here. See
okay.
if it loses liquid along the way as I'm gently
Make
swooping
me
it.
a telekinesis skill check. Can we do with telekinesis?
No, not dexterity. 9.
You managed to move it carefully enough to not spill any water.
And nothing explodes.
Oh,
I will set it down gently. And I would like to pick, as it's up there, I would just like to pick up a singular. Does the gemstone that are inside look similar to the one that was on top?
yeah. I mean, the one on top is is gone and blown up. But
Yeah. I will just like lift a single one up to the surface and see if like the top half starts sprouting fire, or
yeah,
like
it starts like it takes a couple seconds. It starts evaporating this liquid, which like steams off it.
Yeah, I will
begins to-
drop it back down into it in that case. I don't think this is the kind of present you make someone you really don't want to see again, I think. Don't know what other purpose this will use here. Will serve.
Temple? Oh, sure.
Just leave it be. Let's just.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe if we need to conjure
You
That's
could
something
make
here.
explosives out of it.
You could.
Ooh.
You definitely could. Yes.
From what I understand, it needs to be submerged in that liquid that it is, unless then
Take a
only
bottle,
released.
put it in there, and hope for the best.
How big are the gemstones? Then
Fist. Well, you can like hold it in a closed fist.
hold it in a closed fist. Okay. True, that could be a very potent explosive.
Mm-hmm. If you have any bottles on you for this purpose, yeah.
No, I don't need one. I drain my water again. Wanna try?
Whoa. I'm trying to drink this liquid from the pool now.
No. I'm not touching anything. I'm offering my drinking bottle.
No, it's quite all right. Let's
We can
keep
test
on.
it. We can test it. Yeah,
well, let's
yeah.
test for science.
For science.
But
I
can
will
you
pick
do the
up
touching?
I will pick up his water bottle telekinetically,
Okay.
and I will swoop it over into the chest, and I will try to swoop up one gemstone and a lot of liquid into it, and then I will try to lift it out of it and see if anything starts reacting.
I'd say this is the usual opening of a water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And you couldn't hold it in a closed fist.
Just roll me a d20.
A D2.
Is rolling?
Oh, D20, not what?
29. I'm very sorry about that. Not much better.
You can't quite make it go into the bottle. Just
This isn't large
It's
enough,
stuck.
Winnel.
That's what she said.
Yeah, this isn't large enough window.
I'm never.
Winner's like,
Well,
all right, I'm casting a spell.
I don't have anything for carrying.
I don't
Porta
want to explode, so
Let's leave it be. Perhaps we'll figure it out later
yeah,
when we
let's
explore
go
the rest
explode
of
the other place part.
Alright. Oh. There. Open your door. Yeah. Well, this looks like a fairly narrow hallway, much more cluttered than the more hallway leading to the right and a door beside, which we open.
Yep.
Yeah. This one seems to contain a room with empty cages. They don't look large enough to hold a human or humanoid, but maybe a small-sized creature or an animal.
like a
Yeah.
dog.
Well, like a lizard dog, yeah.
A lizard dog. Okay. And there's another door here.
Another door here, and actually I think I forgot to put a door over there, but there was another door, whatever, let's say it's broken. But yeah, there's a door below Miles, and Winnow did like look into another like room, which seems to contain like several like bunk beds, and like all of them must have been usable a long time ago, but like heavily dilapidated and damaged right now. Like just the frames of the stone beds remaining, like whatever lining might have been on top is just trash. And you do see a skeletal remains of somebody like lying on one of the beds with like a very obvious mace to the head, kind of damage on the skeleton. This one is not dressed like the other people we've seen here. This one is dressed more like the maze bound, basically. So you figure out you're not the first person here, but
And these bones are also old?
not that old, but old, yeah. I mean, they're skeleton, so somebody ate them. Yes.
Yeah. And are there papers on the ground, like in the map, or is it just... is
Yeah,
that
sure.
just art?
Let's say he's clutching at remains of like a diary and some jungle map.
Ooh,
He
can I
was
take a look?
looking for the treasure of the Golden Spire. It was so close, so close.
But nothing of importance in the documents.
I mean, like you look through it, it seems to describe his travels, their travels through the jungle, and them trying to avoid the lizardmen patrols.
Okay.
Does it describe how they got in here?
It does describe like descent from the top.
Main
Oh,
entrance.
okay, we're at the bottom, right? So
And by the way, like you do see the lens as you go towards the corner, like barred door, like door made of bars, and some light is coming through. So there must be braziers or stronger torches out of that room. Yeah.
I try and open this door.
If it has bars, can't I see through it, or am I mistaking something?
Partially you will be able to. This one contains some kind of crypt with another body laid on top of it.
Any writings? Like something carved in stone on the sides?
There are like stone carvings going around the base of the altar, but they're pretty old, and like there are like dirt and grime in them and like dust more like. So they're hard to read, and they are not in any of the languages you've studied.
Okay.
Don't appear to be Slavic either, just based on what you've seen in the facility.
Oh.
The skeleton on top does not seem to be bothered by you, which is... and yes, Lance, you can see, and like connect through the bars. Make me notice check, just... Now you can see, perhaps of interpretation, but how much can you?
Not much.
You like see some chair or throne with a body on it. About what you can see. And there is most likely like a brazier to the light and to the left, but... Alright, right. Anyway.
There's a throne in here or some shit. What the fuck?
And there are two more doors. One that like below Dalu and one on the left of the end of the hallway.
A throne, you say?
Tell me if you
Looked
open
like
it.
I'm not sure.
Can I open up this one where I am?
Yes, you can. You open it and you see a very small room, like 3x3. There is a stone altar right across from you on the other wall, and to the left and to the right of that altar are two, like, not plaques, but ground, what called? Stone things put on the ground for people to walk on.
Tiles.
Tiles, yes.
Oh, okay.
Two tiles with again like strange symbols etched on them, like one symbol on one tile, one symbol on the other tile.
Okay.
Let's not touch those, maybe?
I won't touch anything.
Have you seen the symbols? Well,
Did you check the other room at the bottom of the corridor? Down here.
no, if you're asking me.
They open the door.
Well, can I check the symbols first if I've seen the...
Oh,
Yeah. So like, I don't know, you walk up to them without trying to step on them, right?
Yeah, like looking into the roof. Not touching
Yeah. So you
any
enter the room,
plate.
make me an innovation saving throw.
Fuck! I was gonna peek over the edge, but my head is in the room, I
It's
guess.
too far away, actually, to peek from over there because it's still a couple meters.
Okay, yeah. I'm
And I
evading.
did ask you if you're entering the room without
Yeah,
stepping on them.
I need to know.
So you like step into the room and you hear grinding on stone below your feet and like see the floor begin to give and you're like, oh fuck. And thankfully this trap is really old, so even you have more than enough time to like take a step backwards and see as the stone below you collapses, showing a basically good old spike trap.
What do you mean, even me? What does he mean?
You're
Okay,
an old man!
This
It doesn't exercise!
Not
Oh wait,
true.
sorry, I'm mistaken you for Winnow.
Hello? Okay, guys, this room is trapped, definitely. I checked that out.
But there is like a very like if you take a token up to show them the room, you do see that there is a bit of an edge on the right and on the left that you could potentially jump on to avoid the trap and still enter the room.
What's on the
I will
other
do
side?
that. I will.
A
I will do that.
stone dais or altar.
Can I kind of elegantly bend around the door and then kind of crouch down and put my feet on bit by bit onto the side of the door frame, and then when I'm steady, go perpendicular to the ground and walk around the room.
Perpendicular to the ground, okay. You mean stand on
Yeah.
the ground?
Okay, parallel to the
I
ground. Yes.
parallel to the ground. So
Yes.
lie down.
I am on the wall. Yeah. I'm
Oh,
standing.
that's what you mean. Fuck. Okay.
That's what I'm,
He's
yeah.
doing the
I'm not
spider
lying.
trick.
I'm not lying on the
Okay.
ground. No.
Okay. So you're spider walking. Okay, yeah, sure you can do
Yes. Yeah, I'll walk around. I'll try look at this other side here.
that. Okay. Stone dais, 2 tiles with different symbols. Reveal trap.
Is anyone? Why would anyone put a trap in here? I don't understand.
Sexual pleasure.
Well, can you
I
press?
still don't understand. Can you explain?
It's usually to prevent people from entering to some place of importance, so that altar there must be important.
This looks like everyone would be hindered from.
Yeah, some people
Entering.
get tickled by that. By knowing that at any point in their life, someone might step into their trap.
Some
push-
sick people.
So can I interact
Okay.
with this thing? It just says
Which one?
you said it was just two sort of
Tiles, yes.
plaques or tiles, and it's like show the trap or what was the other one?
What?
It's like something I can interact with.
I mean, you can look in them, you can touch them, I don't know. The tiles, the symbol.
Does the tile move a little bit when you step on it?
Yeah.
Do you step on it?
But they look different to the other ones on the ground, right?
Yes, they do.
I will poke it with my telescoping rod. I'm right next to it, but I'm gonna poke it.
how hard do you poke it?
Enough to move it.
So with like all your strength.
Like, sure.
Okay, and where exactly are you standing, please? Like, where are your feet?
I guess I'm like, I'm where I am, but I'm
Yes.
attached to this wall.
Okay, wonderful. Make me an evasion savings throw.
Okay.
What? Trap Inception.
Alright. You
Okay.
feel the wall behind on which your feet stand begin to move and lift, and you jump off of it and prepare for trouble as you have just revealed a hidden opening.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Right where I was standing, right here.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what's inside of it? I'll turn around. Look at the now opened area. I assume I like lifted up the tile to do that, or like
Yeah,
pushed it down or something.
trying to figure out how to do a thing. Let's go like this.
I'll say over Discord as I sort of just step in it. Yeah, that messing around with that tile just caused some secret passageway, some stairs to open. Are they going up or down? Is it down?
Yes, you basically like see very narrow hallway going down a couple of meters, and with like whatever light is now going into the room, you see a pile of treasure at the bottom of it.
Treasure.
Yeah, gold,
That's treasure.
mostly.
Is it? Oh shit! Okay, fuck. Okay.
I mean, it's dark, so it's hard to see, but yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, we hit the jackpot, boys. Apparently, there's a shitload of. Well, I see a shitload of shinies down at this thing. I don't know how you're gonna get over here. You'll have to climb over this, those tiles.
Ah, yes, climb. Yes, that is what I will do.
Can I go
Urk.
down and interact with one of these chests, see what it is, and share with the rest?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I go down the steps. I start poking around at it to see if it's real, if it's of
Right.
importance here.
Yeah. So you start poking around, and you find that some of the chests must have been in here have like deteriorated with age, and there must still have been some humidity getting into this room because you just like see like like rotten wood, and while they were shiny enough from the top of the stairs that you were like, oh my god, this is a giant pile of treasure, you quickly find out that there is gold here, and that is good. They're like gold coins, not so much coins, but more like just like cut pieces of gold. Like it's hard to call them coins. It's more like rudimentary pieces of gold.
Okay,
There
sure.
are some idols, like very like primitive golden statues. But sadly, there are also big piles of what you assume must have been at some point copper, which has fused together into just a giant pile of oxidized metal, like green oxidized metal, which looks very heavy and most likely stuck to everything. And you assume all of the black crap is again super old tarnished silver. But there is quite a bit of
right.
gold as well.
And that's the same in the chests. So the chests just have more gold inside of them.
Gold statues,
Idols,
a couple gemstones.
Sure. I'll pass that information on over the Discord and then ask Well, a happy happenstance to come across this stuff, so should we bother?
I mean, sure, why not bring the gold?
We have to get it out somehow, but hey,
Yeah, I don't think that'll be the issue.
okay. Well, we know it's here, and it'll be hard to carry, so you'll maybe come back for it. We can check the other rooms or see what Silas's place is.
Is it that much? You have backpacks? I bet Bobby has a trunk, I guess. Maybe even a front, because there's nothing else
trunk.
there. So
he's gonna be like a cowboy. He's gonna have a catwalk walk, but he's like a cowboy. He's like spurs moving. He's gonna ching, ching. He's just moving his hips. Just sounds like coins clinging together.
Well, the problem is that Bobocop mode here doesn't fit. So.
Right. How much roughly is there? Just out of guess, if I were to look around, of the gold.
At least a couple hundred.
Couple hundred gold.
Gold coins. It's very hard to judge the statues because they might be hollow, they might be just gilded, they might be solid gold. I mean,
okay.
They don't feel solid gold, but well, actually, likely they won't be gilded because the scrap seems too old to be completely capable of gilding like easily. So it's most likely enough gold.
Yeah, solid. Yeah, I think we'll just maybe come back in a few moments. Whenever ready, we'll dump it all into backpacks and carry it out. It seems like a lot to carry immediately. I'm carrying enough on me right now. My ammo and my guns. I can't get much.
Coming back here won't be an issue.
Yeah.
Willem?
Go back.
Love you very much. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced issue.
It is actually not when the British royals pronounce it. I'm taking it purposefully from the fucking... What's the series called again?
Bridgerton.
The Crown. Where the queen herself, she always says issue, and it triggers me to no avail, so that's why I use it.
Can you please stop triggering me?
Issue.
Is that an issue for you?
Official British pronunciation is still issue, so this must be some kind of, I don't know.
The queen says issue, so...
Queen can pronounce wrong.
Apparently, but I'm still gonna use it.
Alright, sure.
I've been using it that way for the entire game, but...
I've been noting it down, yes. Now I'm gonna be noting it down with malicious compliance. Continue.
I don't remember what the issue was that we stopped on.
Damn it.
I'll just gonna continue strolling around. I'll go to like an area we haven't been to.
Yeah, so Dan, just to recap, this over here are bars, right?
Yes.
That are looking into a throne room?
Well, sure.
It's only Lance who said there was a throne or something in there. But he saw a throne or a chair. There might be multiple interpretations.
Where Miles is standing?
You opening it?
Yeah.
Right. As you open the door, you immediately hit the smell of old supplies.
Oh, and Dalu's here.
No, the smell comes not from Dalu, it comes from the...
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just supplies, huh? Well, okay.
Well, I mean, they used to be supplies at one point. Right now there's mostly like just, like the metal and clay, pottery stuff left. Again, like most of the wood is... even like the good wood is sufficiently damaged by now that you get a feeling if you're gonna manhandle it, it's gonna disintegrate in your hands. All around.
Alright.
Especially
does
since again,
this-
like the wooden chests are mostly like banded with like copper or bronze, which again has corroded with time and is damaging the wood even further. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, this hallway that like leads to dead end.
Yeah.
Can I check this wall? For,
Make me an investigation check.
let's do that. Bada bing, bada boom, 9.
As far as you can tell, there is no like switches or hidden pressure plates on the side of the wall.
Oh. Wait, is there any doors on this side? Because I can't see because
No.
of the.
No.
Okay. So it's basically a dead end.
Yes.
Well, we still have the upper more rooms to explore.
Yes.
Fuck it. Actually, can I cut through these bars with the sun cutter?
You can certainly try.
Yeah, just cutting like a
Yeah. Make me a stab skill check.
stab.
Stab. But it has to be with
There
with
we go.
dexterity. I mean,
right.
that's still an 11. Even
Yeah.
more, actually.
It's 11 plus 3.
Yeah.
Don't add the plus 2. Plus 2 is from charisma.
Yeah. Alright. You cut through the bars, which again weren't nearly as durable as you expected them to be. You figure out if somebody like, well, actually Bobby is fairly weak if he's not in Bobocop mode, but you figure out you might have been able to even like just like take them out with your own hands. You carve through them. They like go clanging, collapsing into the room, and you see, indeed, stone chair slash throne with a fairly large skeleton sitting upon it, like with a large sword in its hands, kind of like slumped
sword.
on the chair. And there is a large stone plaque behind them, like a pillar, with some carvings upon it. You go, ooh, sword, and then you go like, ooh, wait, you're not a human skeleton. Ooh, that's a really big face with a lot of teeth. That's a lizard. Stands up, grabs his sword, and charges
No,
at
that's
you.
my sword. That's my sword. Give it to me.
Roll initiative.
Initiativado. 4, solid 4.
For the door so that you guys can go inside. And
I love that picture
which one?
of the skeleton.
Wonderful. And round plus. No.
Where do we need to go?
And
Guys, we got a situation here.
alright. Yeah, so you basically hear sound of clanging metal, Miles going, oh fuck, rattling of bones, and you, Robert, you are the first to respond. Kinda stuck a little bit in a very inconvenient place, but it's your turn.
Where is Miles? In this room here?
No, Miles is... Can you, Miles, say where you are?
Yeah, like, and you heard the clanging of the metal coming from down south.
Okay. So that is 2 meters. Ooh, that's nice. 3, 4, 5, 6.
You did take double to go through...
7, 8,
Well, just saying.
9. Okay. Yeah, that is almost my entire movement.
Well, I actually... Well, never mind. I moved my token accidentally.
Shot. Ugh.
Alright. I mean, it's still crappy old skeleton, which is being mostly protected by its own bones. So your shot does hit. And does damage the thing. But it doesn't blow up.
Huh. Okay.
That's what you say. As the thing that was looking at Miles turns towards you, because it's its turn,
Is it
picks up
got
a
a big ass
sword like this, and it's like a giant two-handed sword, and the skeleton itself is about like 2.5 meters tall, so it's a big beefy boy, and charges at you. Let's see if I hit you. Oh yeah. Yeah. 24 to hit.
That just
It
misses.
charges into you, sticking its sword into your chest and pushing you backwards with the force of its charge. I think I'm gonna roll damage first, considering your hit points. You take 9 points of damage from the sword, which you roll, and an extra 13 points from the charge. For a total of
Jesus.
I'm immediately unconscious.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't even need you to make a roll, because it technically pushes and knocks you back into the wall, which you are kind of already in. And yes, and yeah, takes out the sword, turns towards Miles.
Bobby's down. Get over here.
Well,
I am
Mr. Explorer, I'm gonna go off my
Yeah.
own.
on the way back. This is how far I can go in response to Bobby's down.
I mean, you can also dash as an action.
And that's what I'm doing. Right to there. That's how far I can get.
Really? Are you
Yeah.
encumbered?
Dashing is
I'm
20
lightly
meters.
encumbered,
Yeah,
so
Oh,
I
okay.
can't go up any further.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Alright, Miles, it's your turn.
I run up to it. Actually, I'll run up to here. And yeah, it's a duel. Duel. 29 to hit.
29 definitely hits, and again, like your blade passes through the skeleton without physically damaging it. You see like the arcane flare in its eyes like flicker. You're hurting it. It's still not dead. You got the feeling maybe this thing is here for a reason. Maybe
It's
the
to-
door was not to protect it.
It's to protect us.
Yes. Winnow.
Oh, I didn't cast.
I mean, you didn't know you need to.
No, I didn't. Okay, I'm running. Okay, fuck. I need to check if I have my jizz wand. Because I don't.
You do. You haven't used it yet.
Well, I don't know if I have it ready because I had to. Yes, I have it ready. Okay, jizzing. Wand
Don't
of
you
webs.
always have it ready? You just need to, like...
No, I had to. The grenades had to be ready as well.
Oh.
It's not so fast, you know. You gotta
Yeah,
yank at it.
always ready.
One pump and go, it's fine.
Give me 6 seconds and I can. What?
Yeah.
Do I need to roll? I need to
I
roll, I
don't
think.
think so. I think
He
Nick
needs
needs to roll.
He
But
needs
do
to.
post the spell, but yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
I
I just want to hit.
It starts its turn, or enters and during its turn. Okay, good to know. I assume you're trying to hit...
I just want to hit him. Like the cube where he's at.
I think it's a pretty fucking large cube.
I don't think you can, because yeah, you need to choose a point within range, and no matter where in this room you choose a point, it's gonna cover the whole room.
It's gonna cover the whole room.
Yeah. 6 meters, the room is 6 meters long.
But can I make it so it goes like from him to the end of the room or something?
No, you choose a point in the room, and the thing spreads from that point. You can't make it go less than it can go.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that then. Fuck it, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna run over to Bobby. Well, I can't do shit with Bobby. Sorry.
You can
Shoot.
stabilize him.
Well,
It seems people have forgotten about Lazarus patches.
yeah, I have one.
Do you have it ready?
Okay. Yes, always have one ready. I'm never gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down.
Let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna stabilize Bobby. I need to roll.
Reaction, intelligence heal.
Int heal against the difficulty 6.
Yeah, right now 6.
That should be doable.
It better.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, and you do need to move at least over there if you want to stabilize Bobby. The same.
Found the maintenance slot for Bobby.
Alright. Yeah, you stabilize Bobby. He is no longer bleeding out and dying. Good. Alright, I assume that's the end of your turn?
I think I'm gonna move to this.
You can't.
No, okay. That's okay,
You
yeah.
can't break up actions and movement,
Alright.
which sucks.
Lance, you did see the room for the purpose of teleport, just saying, if you want to go right in there.
I don't think I know where he went, to be precise. That's why I'm running.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
1 second. 8, 9, and I'm gonna strike him in melee.
Oh, go for it. I mean, you should hit him. You definitely
I
hit
should,
him.
yes.
Yeah. Is your telekinesis like it copies a weapon, right?
Yeah, but telekinesis melee is just like any
Yeah, I know, but-
advanced medium weapon.
Yeah, but which weapon are you?
Hammer!
I think
Hammer.
I would definitely be using something more blunt in this case, like since I'm not trying to attack a single bone, just like a
A mace.
wall of force that's heading for him and gives him a smack.
Yeah, you smack into the thing, like with just like giant like fist of force, basically. Imagine it in the head, and its ribcage just caves in, dealing way more damage than you expected it would do, and yet it stands.
Nice one, Lance.
Barely, but it stands.
Mhm.
Top of the round.
Reinforced tissue.
The skeleton is also gonna start casting? No. Alright, Bobby, you're unconscious.
2.
I believe that's all you can do.
2.
Which does bring us to the skeleton. One second. Yeah, it's gonna try to hit you, Lance, because you hurt it more than
Sure.
than Miles did, which makes me very sad because I know I'm not gonna hit you. I could hit Miles, I'm not gonna hit you.
Yeah, it's a decision between trying to hit something but likely missing, or hitting something that could take a lot of punches.
That's why I am basing it on like what the creature would do, which is dump, and I roll 16 to hit, so yeah, like
Yeah, that's a
it
miss.
swipes with this large sword, but it is currently like getting kinda cluttered in here between all of you. So
And with a 16, it'll just like bounces off
Yeah.
of a telekinetic barrier.
alright, Dalo.
I can move to this square
Yes.
and to
There's some
kind
cover.
of be quick. You know, I'm like running along the wall a little bit to be fast to get back,
Sure.
And when I get to the door, can I be standing on this wall and looking over Winnell's head?
Not really, because the door is not super high, so
Okay.
it's really not gonna help you.
Okay. I'm like, is Winnell taking up the entire? Am I gonna shoot someone in the back here?
You're not gonna shoot somebody in the back, but considering there are 2 people between you and him, I'm gonna count him as almost completely in cover, so -4 to hit.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot anyway.
I mean, I'm
Well,
sure you're
pull
gonna
out my
shoot him
max
anyway,
pistol.
because he has no armor.
Yeah. Oh, shoot him. Mac pistol.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure if you can even miss him with an HP.
Oh damn!
Pew 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 pew.
And what
max
is the
damage?
manner in which you would like to vanquish this creature?
One off max damage.
Gallo,
I
Yeah.
don't think he heard you.
I didn't hear that bit.
stop calculating your damage and tell me how you murder this thing.
Oh. Since his rib cage collapsed and it's like a messed up tight ball of bones, I want it to like go in, hit off of its spine and start bouncing kind of around the rib cage bit till it finally gets out.
Like a pinball machine.
And then it flies.
Sure, in a manner defying physics and biology, the bullet begins bouncing inside of the ribcage until it goes at a strange 90-degree angle, hits the skull from the bottom, and you see the arcane lights in its eyes go out. And the skeleton collapses because it has no joints and can't keep itself together without magic.
Cool.
And the combat is over.
I will pull out in case no one has one. A Lazarus patch. I'm holding it. Someone can take it.
He is stable.
He's stable.
Uh,
Okay.
He was already
He's gonna be
Lazarus patched.
Winnell, do you cast a spell? Or do you...
Yeah, I already
On
Kamehameha
system
Hard
strain
Mode.
also, Bobby.
Alright. Bobby,
Fuck, that was stupid.
another fun combat for you.
I mean, he did get to shoot it.
How many hit points? Well, I don't know how many
3.
hit points he has.
Approximately 3, yeah.
Yeah. I should have
Don't
used
forget
you
about
more.
system strain. Alright.
That was,
Yeah. I mean, the skeleton is destroyed. Again, it had no armor.
how's its sword?
It does have this really large, like, and it's again like very primitive looking sword. Like its blade is basically like like straight shape. So it's really not efficient in terms of like removing blood. It's not super well balanced. It's most likely much heavier than you need. But it is a giant-ass greatsword, yeah.
Do I want to roleplay as Cloud Strife?
It's not that giant-ass greatsword.
Okay.
But it is like about like 10 centimeters longer than a greatsword would be like for a human, because this thing is 2.5 meters tall.
Basically, the only reason I will take it is for swag, but
Take it. It is encumbrance too.
can I carry that? I can actually have it readied, but I'll put it
You
stone.
can write it down as like ancient lizardman sword.
Asian does so, okay.
Great.
Do you want to carry it on you, or would you like me to stash it and be right back?
Sure, stash it.
Sure, give it. I'll just carry it, disappear for a second, and appear back the next second because
Yeah.
I just left it at the camp
As
somewhere.
you do that, there's just like in your ears, hey man.
And out again.
Well, that was a bit scary for him there, Bobby. You alright?
Yeah.
Alright. Is there? You said there are writings on the far end.
Yes, there are writings on that, like
Does it say beware big skelly skeleton fight?
Make me a no intelligence check.
No intelligence. That's exactly what I have. No intelligence. That's 11.
Yeah. You're like, wait. That plaque reads, whoever holds the sword will be forever cursed. You have no idea what it says. You don't know that one.
No.
Oh, do you?
Anything in the back other than
Is it
that?
Slavic?
No. Completely
No,
different.
that I recognize. Like,
It is like based on the design of the letter, same language that was around the crypt altar, same language that was on the tiles, and even the arcane.
is this lizard speech?
You have no fucking idea. You don't think so.
Oh,
Because aside from this one skeleton, everybody else you found in here was humanoid.
yeah, normal. Yeah. How long do I need to learn a language? Oh well.
You can't learn language from
In a week.
a thing
Okay,
you
okay.
can't read
Yeah.
at all. Like you still need some.
Yeah,
kind of
someone to talk. Yeah. Okay, if there's nothing on the backside and anything else, then yeah, I guess we're done here.
I mean,
He has nothing else on him, right?
No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. You haven't explored the second tile in the spider.
The what?
thing.
Yeah, that's I planned on doing that.
Oh.
Right, that's,
convincing the spider pig romance.
Spider
Check it
pig,
out.
Spider pig.
Because there's obviously space here. Can I knock on the wall to see if it's hollow, like in the movies?
Yeah, make me a
Or they just push the button.
perception check.
Okay. You
no,
push
just
the button while I do that.
wisdom.
Yeah, you hit the wall. Sounds solid as stone. Wonderful.
Must be something hidden. Push the button.
Oh, are you going?
Or can we push the button with your telescope thingy from here?
The telescope hole.
Yeah. How long is it? 6?
3 meters.
As long as you wanted.
I mean, it's exactly that.
3 meters.
I think is it 3 meters? Sure.
It's 10 foot, so it's like 3 meters something, and it's actually like written in the book to be like 3 meters and a little bit more to be exactly 10 feet. Because that's the
Okay,
joke,
right.
basically.
So you want me to
You can
press something
try
over here?
the DC to push it is gonna be higher, because like trying to push something from...
Well,
whatever it is.
I'll walk over. I will
Oh,
walk over here.
okay.
Okay. I'll
Can-
stand
can-
here.
Someone help you? Who's strong?
I think I can get it. I mean, spider pig, as you said, I'll walk around the wall. Just give it a push in with this pole. So
Okay. Well, if
do
the
I,
all disappears again, then okay.
do I need to make a roll of any kind?
No, if you're standing right in front of it, you don't need. You press it, and you hear as the stone wall, like to your side, also like rises up.
Okay.
Oh,
What do you
oh,
do?
oh.
If I hear fucking ticking and it's slid up, I'll just have a quick peek in since I'm nearby and then back off because it's
Right.
ticking. So
Because I was counting in my head, you pick there somewhere between 5th and 6th seconds of my counting, which was what the timer was set for. So basically pick around the
Okay.
corner, and you stare
then-
at the face of a large ballista, which discharges.
okay.
Thankfully for you, it misfires and goes, and the ball just wedges and breaks like inside of the ballista, and there's just a shower of splinters that goes past you as like.
I look back after a few moments of silence. I guess it was old. Oh, thank God.
So what happened?
Tap it again.
Big ballista is sitting. It's a trap, a big trap.
Oh, cool.
It's a trap!
Great.
Do I see anything else around here other than the ballista?
No, just an old ballista, and you basically like see that the sinews in it has rotten with age and
Yeah.
didn't hold the tension. So whenever it triggered, they just tore and sent the bolt
Right.
in the wrong direction. It would have hurt
Nothing
if it
else
didn't.
here. I head back.
Huh? Okay, yeah. You're pretty sure you've explored all of this floor except for taking the gold. So there are stairs leading upwards if you are interested in that. There's gold to pick up if you're interested in that. What do you do?
Well, I think we're going to pick up the gold later.
Up we go.
Up you go.
Yeah.
Alright. Left stairs, right
Where's the
stairs.
treasure? This
Scooby Doo split up.
this one. No,
No,
no
okay.
Scooby Doo. No.
No Scooby Doo. Okay.
Sorry, say again. Which one?
Oh, where are the
Right.
tokens? There's
Yeah, right one.
Right one. Okay.
Just saying, I probably have a look around of what's up here, and I need to head. I'm wrecked. I need to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look anywhere. I'm wrecked as well.
Do we need to put the tokens again?
You do need to put the tokens.
Center, or where are we putting them approximately? Can you? I'm not sure if we can see pings, but
Here,
There.
where we are.
Actually, let
Oh,
me just
never mind.
let me do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a trap if I've ever seen one.
That just looks like a goat's head sticking out of the wall. That does seem harmless.
God, I
Should
dare
we
hope.
just shoot it?
where are you? Hello?
Okay, yeah.
Hello? Where's
Just to shoot
everyone?
it.
Wait.
I think I'm lost.
Up the right stairs.
Oh,
So I have to score. Why? am I
Right in the
there?
trap.
Yeah, like right staring into the.
Mhm. I'll shoot it.
Can I? Is there like a way to be really close to this? Wait, I can't put to the wall, and underneath it, so it doesn't like breathe fire in me. I try. I try and stick to the wall
Okay.
and underneath it.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Okay.
I can't see the rest.
Range.
Not so black.
Hmm. This. This. Oh. Hmm. I.
Maybe we could.
Okay, whatever.
Well, you guys could continue if you wanted, but maybe we could do this next week. 'Cause,
I would be very happy with
Yeah, it's
stopping
actually a
because I
good
slept
place.
like 3 to 4 hours last night and I'm having some trouble focusing for the last half an hour.
I do have a moment to stop in my head, and it's gonna be very soon. So actually, I guess I'm just gonna stop bothering that we're doing right now, and accelerate the process a little bit. So like this. Yeah. So
interesting.
let's put it that way. It's a statue. Check out. It's a statue. It's just a statue. It looks like a trap. It's not a trap. It's a statue. You go down this hallway. You open the door, which opens in a kind of a foyer with broken pillars. You see basically symmetrical doors leading down the other stairs you ignored, and one more like stairs on the left and on the right, whichever you choose will lead you up to a central staircase, which will lead you even higher and out of this floor. Yeah. And as you start going up the stairs, you see sunlight, the actual sunlight pouring down from above, and fresh air pouring down as well as you open the door. You walk up the stairs and find yourself standing atop a tall ziggurat as pools of water pull to your left and to the right as more like trees and palms sprout through the ceiling, and water that must have been leaking from the bottom of the ziggurat pools down its sides, making the whole ziggurat into this wonderful giant waterfall. You see large set of stairs going down the ziggurat and turning into an alley and splitting and branching, and you look upon what must have been at some point been a city, a temple city, now half destroyed, barely foundations of buildings left. And across from you, a couple 100 meters ahead, you see a tall, glinting pillar which rises above this ziggurat. You could even call it what did I call it? The golden
ziggurat.
spire?
Spire. Yes.
You get the feeling you're a couple 100 meters away from your camp. You found a second entrance to the facility is going through this momentum.
And no sight
And
of a
that's-
Shrike.
Where we're gonna end the session.
Thank you very
Awesome.
much.